Hello.
Look at us.
I know. Mama Steele's here.
Mama
Hi,
Steele's
Mama
here.
Steele.
She never misses a beat.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Right on time.
Right on time. We are on time, aren't we? And we thought that we wouldn't be.
We thought we wouldn't be because I truly just got off a plane. Like to the point where I was wearing this on the plane. Like most weeks I try to look like, oh, what was I wearing on different episodes recently? And it's like, no. Today, we're just wearing what I got off the plane wearing.
Yeah. But the thing is, you were telling everyone in the Discord, I'm about to get on a plane. I hope we make it back in time. And I was looking at it. I was like, he's going to make it back in time.
We didn't know. I could have been a little late. I didn't. It's not like I've been here forever. But
I had faith. And that's something that I guess you lack.
I guess so. Faith is good. It's a beautiful thing. How are we doing today, everybody?
You gotta have faith.
That is what they say.
How's everybody doing? Okay.
People are good.
We're looking at the teleprompter up here, which shows the words. He's gonna edit. Oh, okay. I got a vamp. What's everyone doing? How's everybody? What does everyone want to hear? Oh, you got. I was singing. You gotta have faith.
Oh, that is true. Nice.
I guess
little
it would
George
be nice
Michael moment.
if I could touch your body.
Ooh,
I know not everybody.
I don't know if George would have done it like that.
He was not like George Michael, vibratoed everywhere.
He wasn't vibratoing everywhere.
He was I guess it would be nice.
He was giving you some pop, a little yeah. Hi,
I
McKenna.
don't do that shit. I don't do the pop. No.
Is that your pop impression?
Yeah, y'all. That's what y'all sound like. Y'all sound constipated.
Oh, thank you. Hi, Yazzie.
Hello, everyone. We're all popping up finally. People are like, what's this? What is this live stream you're talking about? We haven't done this. Bum, 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 bum. I felt the moment. I laid eyes on you. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, girls, are y'all going to react to...
Hit me hard and soft.
Hit me... Oh, I was like, hi, ha, ha. Yes, we will. At some point, have we decided?
What are you doing tomorrow?
I actually have off tomorrow.
Oh, well, maybe it'll be tomorrow.
You know what? Maybe it'll be tomorrow, guys. We will at some point this week react to Hit Me Hard and Soft. That will be coming. So don't worry about that. Oh, yeah. Make those words bigger. Oh, look at all those. Can't wait to see a reaction to Birds of a Feather.
Oh, we love when they flock together.
Jello. I love Jello.
Is that a song?
No, FaZe just said Jello.
Oh, Jello instead of hello. That's cute. We love that. We love cuteness.
And I love Jello.
But yeah, no, I mean, that album has been a big deal for people. I am so glad that people enjoyed it. Oh, Isaac is here, our live show friend.
Isaac, how are you?
We met Isaac at the live show, and it was lovely.
It was a moment.
I'm so glad you enjoyed us at the live show. I'm glad we didn't flop.
No, we did the opposite of flop.
Yes. Palmer saw you out and tried to say hi, but you didn't hear me and kept going. Oh, no, Ben, where was this?
Yeah, it was in Atlanta.
Was this recently? Because I was just in Atlanta until a second ago. So if I saw you in Atlanta, I apologize. I also have my headphones in a lot. You got to really...
Oh, sure.
I'm really... If I'm walking around, I got the headphones in, I'm walking fast.
Honestly, guys, if I'm in public and someone tries to get my attention, I am pretending like I do not hear. Unless they say Matt Steele specifically, I'm like, yes. But if someone's just like, hey, you, I'm like, nope, you can't try to sell me something.
Absolutely.
No.
And Michael, yes, no, the reaction is not tonight. We are not reacting to Billie tonight. We're just talking about it was released and it's been successful so far.
You think that he can react after he got off the plane?
No, we should be happy that I'm here.
Wait, you guys aren't reacting?
No, we are not.
No,
I just got off a plane, y'all, and we need to be counting our lucky stars that I'm here at all. Because it didn't have to happen.
It didn't happen.
But I was like, I want to try. I want to do the best I can. We haven't done a live stream in a minute for the people.
In a real minute.
Yeah. So, keep your YouTube notifications on. And when we decide.
then it'll happen. Los Feliz on Monday. On my birthday, too. Happy birthday. You dissed Ben on his birthday.
I didn't mean to, Ben. I'm so sorry. I didn't see you. What was I doing in Los Feliz?
You guys should do a reaction to the Wicked trailer if you haven't watched it. Oh, girl, I've watched it 12 times.
We've watched it. Yeah, we'll talk about it. I apologize, Ben, and happy birthday. You got to come up to me and really wave in my face, tap on the shoulder, whatever it has to do.
Kick in the shin.
Plane, no sleep, another club. Dylan is absolutely right.
Absolutely. Is Eternal Sunshine still in your rotation? Yeah.
It is for me, but I do skip straight to We Can't Be Friends into the song
We Can't Be Friends is really on my rotation.
It's just the one.
Cowboy Carter and Hit Me Harder and Soft are my favorite albums of the year.
Tyler, that makes me excited.
I know. I'm glad that people are like, oh, the Billie album is poppy and fun.
I know.
No,
exactly.
I mean, maybe not fun, but it has beats.
Yes, because it's because our whole issue with but Billie, the reason it took us a minute, I think, to get into Billie is because she sings very softly.
It's a little down tempo.
Very down tempo. It's very bedroom pop.
It's great down tempo, but sometimes you're not in the mood for a down tempo.
It's really okay. But truly, Ben, if you see me again, you just gotta wave real hard, tap real hard. I'll take my headphones out.
Yeah.
I promise you. Y'all look absolutely great. Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you. I appreciate it because, again, just got off a plane.
I have cried every single time I've watched the Wicked trailer. Bitch, me too.
I mean,
like, it's
the thing is, the featurette is great.
I know.
And then the trailer is great.
I know.
It's just like,
and that trailer gives away every fucking plot point of Act 1, and I
but
don't
it's like,
care.
we've all seen
Wicked.
it. We know the plot, I think. Some people don't. Some of the Ariana fans are like, wait, is she like not the lead? Is she not the person we're rooting for? And it's like, guys, you could have seen the show, even listened to the cast recording.
Yeah, isn't Torture Poets Department down tempo though? I mean, like, it's not really.
We also have made edits of that album that are halfway as long.
Mine has 17 tracks.
Mine has 12.
And let me tell you, those are 17 great tracks.
I am going to say, I listened to that more than I ever listened to Midnight's Evermore or Folklore.
Oh, sure.
My like 12-track version of Torture Poets Department. I'm like, yes, this is what an album is.
Yes, because it's like when you pick like your favorites, you're just like, fuck yes, she hits all the time. And I forgot the Bolter even existed, girl.
There's the thing. There are some songs that'll like pop. I'm like, she's like, a possible single is Down Bad. I'm like, what's Down Bad?
I know. It's like I totally forgot.
My album.
And here's the thing: like the Bolter, I have nothing against the Bolter. I think it's a perfectly fine song. It's just I didn't make the cut.
What can we say?
Matt Steele, do you think Zendaya could get Best Actress attention for Challengers? Ooh. I think it's far too early.
Oh, okay.
I don't. And honestly, like, guys, Amy Adams for Night Bitch is going to be very hard to beat for leading actress.
Oh, is she supposed to be amazing in it?
That, and like, she's also so overdue,
right?
And people are desperate to award her something. The director's Meryl Heller, who has a great track record with getting people Oscar nominations. I mean, and the Academy's all down for like a kooky Best Leading Actress winner. I mean, Emma Stone won for Poor Things. Night Bitch is about a woman who thinks that she's turning into a dog. Like,
but it's like Oscar bait, and that's the plot.
I wouldn't say it's like Oscar bait.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, like, I don't know, it's a very like juicy role, it seems. So it's like if it's done well, it could very well win.
Okay.
If Emma Stone in Poor Things could win with that like weird ass world and all that shit going on in that movie, if the old Academy voters weren't turned off by that, then they'll be like, fuck yeah.
Right. That was
Amy Adams turned into a dog. Yes.
That was a weird movie, but I enjoyed it.
It's a weird movie. It's wonderful.
What's someone asking something? Oh, what's your favorite from Radical Optimism?
Free Falling.
That's not the name of
Falling
it.
Fast.
Yes.
Yes.
Falling Forever?
Falling Forever.
Jesus Christ. Free Falling. Falling Fast.
Falling Forever.
Yes. That song is great.
Yeah.
That song is great. I mean, I like These Walls a lot.
These Walls is good. Y'all hear about, and I like Illusion.
Yes.
Y'all hear about the It Ends With Us movie coming out with Blake Lively. Help. What?
I've seen that there's a trailer and people are mad about it, but I've not really watched the trailer or investigated why people are mad about it, but I did hear about it. Someone wants to know Night Bitch is wants us to know that Night Bitch is a metaphor for motherhood.
I love that. We love
metaphors.
Mothers. We love mothers.
Yes.
We love bitches.
Oh, What You Doing? I do like that one a lot. There have been a lot of new music, right? A lot of new songs. I have not re-listened to Radical
And we've been
Optimism
busy,
that much.
guys. I can't. Like, it's been a long time.
We've been traveling.
Yeah.
And so I don't even have a place to play in my mom's car. I can't play off of my phone. So I'm going through my 04 CD wallet every time I'm home. So I haven't been listening to anything that came out since.
CD wallet.
Oh,
yes,
absolutely. It's a giant one. I lived on that. And it was always like, we got to put it in the trunk before we lock this car. People would break in and steal my CDs. That was like my biggest plight in high school. So.
And that plight's still there because those CDs are still there.
They are still there. And they're all scratched. Every time I got to the end of every one of those CDs, I was like, really?
See, I never owned a CD. I was always very anti-CD wallet.
Very pro. Oh, okay.
Because it's just like, these are just going to get ruined.
But how else?
And also the case, you need the case. It's a collector's edition.
I mean, I didn't throw the cases away or anything, but I just
separating the CD from the case. Ugh,
I was on the move. What was I supposed to do in my car?
Well, I also never listened to music in the car.
Oh, well, this is again we're different.
And to me, when I listen to music, it's like, nope, close the bedroom door, lock it, put that CD in, dance around the room for an hour. That's how I listened to music as a child.
When will you react to Billie? Sometime this week. Maybe tomorrow. It seems like tomorrow works for both of us.
I can do tomorrow. I can do Tuesday.
Could you do tomorrow at like 6:30 p.m. Pacific?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I actually could.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's the tentative. The plans could change.
So I'm making like a plans to like go to like WeHo tomorrow. Maybe do like some clothes shopping.
Oh, I thought you were like going out.
Oh,
on,
honey,
like, a
no.
Monday. I was like,
I'm going on
wait,
an afternoon excursion.
Okay,
Maybe
now
get
I'm-
some clothes.
now I'm
and, like,
understanding.
enjoy myself,
Yes.
luxuriate in myself.
Hey, you sound like me.
and that's like halfway to you.
That is halfway to me.
So,
all right. Well, perfect. Well,
all right.
maybe it'll be tomorrow at 6:30 because y'all keep asking about it, and we're planning to do it.
You all keep asking.
Y'all keep asking. We try to give the people what they want within reason.
Within reason. And then we can put it up on Patreon for a little bit.
Yes.
So we can do that
And
sort of
then
thing. And
put
then
it up on the YouTube later on.
and we also have to make an ad for it.
We do have to make an ad for it.
Yeah.
Do we? Oh, we'll talk. Maybe this is too behind the. Maybe the people who don't care about this. Have we finalized that agreement?
I don't think we have.
I don't think we have
either.
either.
Yeah. We'll
But
finalize
if you
it
want to
tomorrow.
write like what the ad should, like the copy should be, and then we can
Okay.
record it before or after,
All
or we'll
right.
do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Professionals, guys. It's hard being
This is
pros.
so exhausting.
I
My
know,
God.
It's hard being pros.
Oh God. Prepare to ascend. All right.
Okay, that's the thing. Are people saying they prefer this to her first album? Because I've been listening to that a lot. We might be talking about it at some point, but and it's just so good.
It's great.
That first album is so fucking good.
Yeah.
Do we prefer the new one to that?
Yeah,
That's
everyone
my question
vote
for the chat.
below.
Question for the culture.
Question for the culture.
We just gotta know. I'm trying to think, and I feel like there's more talk of like maybe Sabrina Carpenter might be putting out an album this year, and
probably react to that.
should probably react because Espresso is fucking everywhere.
I know.
And it's a great song. I'm so glad it's everywhere, but it's like, wow, I didn't see this coming.
I know. I was hanging out with friends today, like friends from home who were visiting, and they're just like, do you know who Sabrina Carpenter is? And I was like, okay, well, there was a show called High School Musical, the musical, the series, starring
Yes.
Olivia Rodrigo, and I gave the whole history, and
You
they were
gotta
just like,
give it.
and I'm like, why do you ask? And they were like, because we just heard this song called Espresso, and we figured you maybe would know it. And I was like, well, I do, and I know the whole backstory of the careers.
Yes, and that's like, you look at you,
Look at
so
me.
on the ball.
Educating the people.
You must.
Yeah.
Andre says I prefer it over her first and second album. Tyler says yes, it's her best album. Okay.
Okay,
Wow.
good for you, Billy.
I keep seeing rumors that the lead single for Harry Styles' new album is coming next month. That's exciting.
Okay.
I need to, because I know he's coming back at some point. I need to let go of what happened.
Yes, it's not his
It's
fault.
not his fault.
It's not. I'm sure he's a very nice
a nice
boy.
boy.
He's got a lot of talent.
Yes.
Some great songs.
And that second album was great.
that album is great.
It is great.
That album is great. Like I feel like
What's the second one called?
what's that great album called?
What's that great album called?
I just know he sings about fruit a lot.
Oh yeah, Watermelon Sugar.
Watermelon sugar. There's
the
like something about
single.
strawberry. Something. What's
Someone will
that
tell
album
us in the chat.
called?
What is that second album called? I liked it better
We love
than.
still educating the masses.
Yes, he must.
I know. I'm like, oh, my friends like ask me about all my knowledge of pop music, and I'm like, what's Harry Styles' second album called? What's that? What's my favorite track on Radical Optimism?
We
called?
only deal with ladies and radical optimism. That's so new. That's so new.
It is new, and we've been busy in the time it's been out.
Flatline. Fine line.
Fine line. Flat line.
Flatline.
Fine line.
Wait, what am I missing about the Harry lore? I mean, he won Album of the Year over Beyonce's Renaissance for an album that is not as good as Fine Line.
Yeah.
So that is the
Come
one.
on.
So we have issue. Fine Line is the album.
Fine
Thank
Line.
you, Jake. Yes.
Oh,
Fine
that's a
Line.
great finale. That title track, I think, is the finale.
Yes, Tori, thank you, everyone. Harry's House is not the album we're talking about. That was his third. The album has the most consistent amount of great songs I can't skip.
All right, Billy. Good for you, Billy.
Because that first Billy album, that's like bedroom pop at its finest. Like,
Sure.
I realized it took me a long time to get into her. Because
It did take me a minute.
It took me because it's just like we're truly fully whispering the whole time.
Yeah, and it was like this is dark and like moody
Right.
and like it takes us a while to get into that
Yes.
sort of thing, and then it's like okay, I get it now. I
But
get what we're
yes,
doing.
Once we get it, it's like, oh, now I get it. And over the Bad Bunny album, was it the Rosalia? What I don't know, In Vereno Sin Ti, and I'll Fight for Bad Bunny. Yes, that people love that Bad Bunny album. I'm not, familiar with it. Again, men who make music don't generally cross my path.
and we don't know what he's saying.
That is also true.
So that's
That is
difficult
also
for us.
true.
Like we can listen to it and be like, yeah,
Right, but we're not
like,
going to get the lyrical content.
Yeah, and so like, would you want to see us reacting to it besides being like, I like this melody?
I think her first album and her debut EP are better in my opinion.
Okay.
Beyonce better get that album of the year this year. I could see
I
it.
think she could. I think
so
she
too, but
can.
I've been heartbroken so many times.
I
think I
know,
need
I
to let
know.
go of like whether it happens or not. But it hurts. I didn't even really like her when she first came out. Billie, yes, listen to the new Billie. Hi, and it was a spiritual experience. I love that for you. I could do it with a broken heart. Love the reaction. I knew you liked. I mean,
Thank you. It's great.
Come on,
It's great.
that is a great song.
When We All Fall Asleep is such a hard album to top.
Yes.
I still have it on playlist.
That album is like, it's like, I'm always like, okay, now we're into the part of the album I don't care about. And there is a part of the album I don't care about it, but it's only a couple tracks
Sure.
and it takes forever to get there. Like,
Sure.
there are song after fucking song where I'm like, yes, I care.
Yeah.
And it's like, yes, does she use too many, The Office clips on that one song? But I still love it.
The Office clips.
Yes, there's a song on Billie's first album in which she basically samples an episode of The Office throughout the entire song.
Oh,
I think it's
don't
My Strange
this.
Addiction, where it's like talking about Michael Scarn and like, oh, you need to take this to film festivals. That's all from The Office.
Oh,
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I knew that. And I'm just like,
Okay.
okay, we need a version without The Office over every single part of this. But, that's splitting hairs.
Do you guys have a favorite Taylor album? I know, risky question. LOL. Speak now.
Fearless.
And Fearless.
Yes. Apple Music just put Bad Bunny's album in their list of 100 best albums. I've got my eye on Apple Music because they've yet to put Butterfly. So, and every album that's been mentioned is not as good as Butterfly. So I'm taking note.
Are they going like in order, like
They're going bottom to top.
bottom to top?
They are.
I know they had Beyonce as 30,
Self-titled,
self-titled.
as 36,
They better
yeah.
have another Beyonce album above that.
I would assume.
Because we love Beyonce.
We love Beyonce.
And what a cultural moment. But like in terms of like music, Beyonce has better. In terms of like song for song.
Yes.
But guys, we love Beyonce.
Come on. I'm like, I would put on my Beyonce list, I would put Lemonade above it and Renaissance above it.
Yeah.
And B-Day above it. But I realize that you guys will never accept that I'm right
I
about
don't
that.
understand why people dislike B-Day.
They just,
like song for song. It's
know.
just like, yes. This is great.
I think it's because people just decided, oh, she is a legit artist post 4. Like
B-Day is legit,
B-Day is
motherfuckers.
legit. B-Day is legit.
Don't you be snobs about B-Day, okay?
Palmer, are you excited for MC on the Money's remix? I'm very excited. I'm excited to hear the duet version. Absolutely. Would I prefer just a Mariah version? Yes. But I guess that doesn't make sense, them doing it together. I hope I just get to hear Mariah do that chorus one of the times because the clip is very much like Mariah over the pre and then Money comes back in on the chorus, which we love, but I want to hear Mariah do the whole thing.
When I think of going back to the Apple Music rankings, I could
Yes.
see them putting a Mariah album in there. I could see them doing Emancipation, though. Which
I'd be fine with that.
which is
Emancipation's great.
a fine choice. I mean, both would be wonderful.
Both would be
but
great. Yes.
but like in terms
number
of-
1 and number 2.
in terms, yeah, okay. No, number 1 is Carolina Change. Were there any musical theater songs on there, or
Our albums, not that I've seen, no.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think. I think it might be like a pop music or mainstream non-cast recording.
that's disgusting.
Sorry, I didn't make the list.
Cast recordings used to be mainstream.
They did.
Is the cast recording of South Pacific on there?
Not that I've seen.
Pulitzer winning musical. B-Day is so good. People are weird. These are the
agree.
same people that think I Am Sasha Fierce is better. They can't be trusted.
That's wild. Beautiful Liar into Irreplaceable Iconic. I love your enthusiasm, Pickies, I believe. But I'm talking about the original B-Day release, not the deluxe edition, which does have bad songs on it. I wouldn't say that song is bad, Beautiful Liar, but it's not great.
Okay.
It's not as good as most of the other B-Days.
The Fame Monster was 89. Don't hate it.
Oh, well, there you go. We love it. And I think Jagged Little Pill was 31 or something. So there are things I'm agreeing with. And like SZA's SOS was on the list. There are like absolutely things I agree with, but no Mariah, no list. Like I'm going to need to see those top 30.
What if it's her Christmas album?
I mean, I'll take it.
That'd be absurd. That would be fun, but like it would. I would be like upset because it's kind of just like, guys, she's more than just the Queen of Christmas.
I mean,
Like-
you're speaking to me.
Like she's more than just the Queen of Christmas. B-Day
Yes.
is amazing.
Absolutely.
B-Day should be number 1.
Absolutely,
Okay, maybe
it
not
should
number
be.
1, but like it's like best album of all time.
Right.
But like, come on, like we can get Mariah on there.
Yeah, are you guys pro-Palestine? Anti-genocide, of course. Anti-genocide. There's weirdness there, but pro-Palestine, absolutely. We want freedom for all people. Madonna saw Olympics the other night.
Olympica.
What is that?
It's probably a musical.
Is it good? Have you heard good things? feels like-
I know nothing about it. I know what it's about and everything.
Yes.
It's about a lesbian, like a big famous artist. in Europe. But I don't know anything regarding like what the songs sound like, how it's done. But it did not get good reviews, and so it closed.
No.
I think it
Oh,
closed.
it already closed?
I think it closed yesterday. No, I think they were probably like holding out on like what Tony nominations it would get.
Oh, did it get Tony nominations?
It got one for leading actress for Eden Espinosa, which we're very excited about because we love Eden Espinosa in this house.
All right.
And by this house, I mean on this screen.
I was going to say, I'm not sure that I know.
She was Idina Menzel's first like standby for Elphaba.
Okay.
And then she replaced Idina Menzel. And so we love Eden Espinosa.
Is there? Do you think I've heard her on a cast recording?
Have you heard the cast recording of Brooklyn, the musical from 2005? Well, you should.
Okay.
Because she's great. She's a vocalist. And so I'm happy she finally got a Tony nomination. We love Eden Espinosa.
All right. I saw Olympica and enjoyed it. Oh, great. That's good. Jen liked it.
Yeah. I let me know if you liked it because I truly don't know. And I guess I won't see it because
so many Elphas nominated. Because isn't Shoshana Bean nominated as well?
Shoshana Bean's nominated, and oh god, who's the other Elphaba that's nominated for something? Lindsay Mendez is nominated for Merrily We Roll Along. She's won before, and I think there's another one.
Oh,
I forget. There's like 12 nominees for featured actress in a musical this year at the Tonys.
That's a lot of people.
Like,
can't remember them all at the top of your head right now. That makes
girl,
sense.
it's been a busy
It has been a time.
2.5 weeks for me. So
it's been busy for all of us. This has been a busy time, but like, good busy. It's been like good things that we're busy about. It's not like, we went to jail or something. That'd be busy, but bad.
yeah, but imagine like us like live streaming from there.
I don't think they'd let us live stream from jail.
Oh, come on.
I don't think so.
We would be in a white collar prison, for our, horrible tax evasion that we do.
No, we don't. Someone's watching. We love taxes. We pay them. Well, we don't love them, but we pay them.
We do it. I'm going to LA this year. Any tips on tricks for a person visiting for the first time? Best bars, attractions?
Interesting.
I mean, go to. I mean, what are you into?
Yeah,
it depends on what you're into.
Right.
Matt Steele, have you ever played Seymour in Little Shop in musical scene study class?
Oh,
I was good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a role you'd like to perform one day on stage?
Sure.
Right.
I'd rather play Audrey, but
right. You do love Audrey.
But I mean, the thing is like Ellen Green.
Yes.
Ellen
okay,
Green. Ellen Green as Audrey
Ellen
to me
Green.
is like probably like the greatest character interpretation ever in my heart. And so, yeah, I like. So the thing is like I would love to play her, but also that I know that I can't ever be anywhere near as good as her. So what's the fucking point? What's the fucking point?
Wow, I'm really going dark today. I think
know.
You would do a great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I would do not the worst job, but like I
amazing.
can't do what Ellen Green does.
She's a talent.
She's a talent.
Lindsay Mendez, is she the other Elphaba?
Yeah, she was in Merrily Roll Along.
Oh.
Lindsay Mendez. I once sat next to her. We did a workshop reading of this new musical, and she was I didn't know who she was. This was literally like in 2009.
Yeah.
Before she like hit it big and everything. She was nice.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm a movie buff. Any ideas for movie themed bars / things to do? Are there movie themed bars?
I don't know about that, but I mean, go on all like the studio tours, like the WB tour, like WB's studio tour and the Universal studio tour, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it seems like there are lots of tours.
Yeah, go to the Academy Museum, which I still have not been to.
Have you not?
I have not.
Seems like right up your alley.
I know, but like, you know what else is like up my alley? Saving my money.
That's also true. I got that. Palmer plan on stopping by the Something About Her shop. Absolutely. This is Ariana and Katie's new sandwich shop. It is had its soft opening this past week, and I believe it's opening to the public on the 22nd. I will absolutely be going there. I wish it was open this time last month so we could have gone for my birthday. I love going to Vanderpump restaurants for birthday parties and things, but I will be getting there. I'll be getting there and getting a sandwich, and I think they have alcohol, so I'll get alcohol with the sandwich. Like a little champagne and sandwich.
Sandwich shop is a little random. But, if they're happy, if they're passionate about sandwiches.
We're rooting for them. They are on the right side of history on Vanderpump Rules, so yes.
Babylon-themed bar. I got to start one.
Palmer, you caught up on Abbott. I was so frustrated by the end of the last episode. I'm not. I'm one episode behind. I know that they had dressed up and things last episode, but I missed it. Hi, Gay Mats. I love you. Oh, we love you too, Katie. That's so kind.
Amber Iman from Limpicka is also nominated for featured actress. One of 12. There's literally
12 is...
No, there's not 12. I think there's literally like 8 though,
That's
or like
still,
7.
Still too many.
It's a lot, and all the other categories are just like 5. And it's like, why is featured actress?
I don't get it.
I'm assuming like something about the rules and like voting. Maybe there were like the calculations of the scoring. Like there was a tie of some kind, like a 4-way tie or something of some point.
But it's like, it doesn't need to be that many. You know how I feel about those. Just 5 in every category. Period. Wow. Matt Palmer, thoughts on "I Bet" by Sierra? I don't know that I have thoughts. Is this? I don't think that's a new song, is it? I'm gonna look the song up.
Don't you know Sierra's discography?
I mean, I do, but I don't think that's.
Hello, Montrez.
Oh, it's a song from the self-titled album. I don't like it. I don't like that album. That is not. That's like.
What's wrong with it? What are your notes?
It's just like boring for me. Like,
Okay.
let me look at the songs that I like on this album, and I don't know if there are any. Like, yeah, this is like, I would say. It's actually Jackie, not the self-titled album. I'd say it's my least favorite Sierra album.
Okay.
So I don't know the song in particular, but I'm guessing I wouldn't like it.
What movies are you guys looking forward to the rest of the year? Wicked.
I mean,
what else? There's got to be other stuff. Oh my God! After the reviews of Metropolis have come out, Metropolis.
What's Metropolis?
It's the Francis Ford Coppola movie that just premiered at Cannes Film Festival a couple days ago, and people were just like, "It's fucking nuts." Some critics are just like, "It's a disaster." Some are just like, "It's a fucking like entertaining wild ride."
Interesting.
The thing is, like, he funded it himself.
He funded it himself.
It's $180 million. He found a way to fund it himself.
I'm confused
and
by all
having
this.
a trouble like shopping it for distribution because apparently it's just so fucking nuts. and people are just, and you know, he was asked on like the forum or whatever after the movie premiered. They were just like, how do you feel about like funding this whole money yourself? Like, that's such a financial risk. And he's like, you know what? I don't care. Like, I can say, like, a lot of people when they die, they say, oh, there's so many things I didn't do. I'll be able, when I die, say I got to make the movies I wanted to make.
That's
and
true.
So it's like, you know, good for you, dude.
Right.
If you're happy with it, that's what it's all about.
Library Picture says, is that Megapolis? Is that the name of it? Or is it Metropolis?
Did I say Metropolis?
You said Metropolis.
I meant Megalopolis. Sorry.
Oh, great.
It's, you know, it's same words.
I
And
know.
my brain is fried.
How about If? If looks bad to me. But
It looks cute.
I'm like,
I mean, I'm not going to.
of course not.
It looks cute. Oh, the Mad Max Furiosa. I'm excited about
yes,
that.
and that comes out next weekend,
It
right?
does, yeah.
Big Memorial Day.
Night Bitch, obviously. Oh, no, my most anticipated is the June Squibb movie.
oh, yes.
Oh, Jesus. Thelma. I'm so excited for it.
You are pumped for Thelma.
I heard Megalopolis is the Babylon of 2024. I'm excited. Imagine having that much money to say, I don't care, to funding a movie with millions of dollars. I know. Yeah.
Is it the new Disaster Artist? Thoughts on the Billie Eilish album? Babe, we haven't listened to it yet. We're going to listen to it tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. So.
Yeah. Twitch.tv/2GayMatt.
Do it.
Be there. Are you excited about the Boy's Mind video? Allegedly inspired by Gossip Girl.
Sure.
Listen, that's cute. Ariana, do we have to have all of our music videos inspired by...
I knew you were going to say that.
Because, you know...
We could have an original idea.
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't all have to be a reference to a film or TV show.
Yeah, and look, I love that All That Jazz reference for Yes and. I
Yes.
love that Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind reference for We Can't Be Friends. A third one for this album is inspired by something?
It does feel like maybe enough.
Maybe enough.
Maybe enough. Janet Jackson's birthday was May 16th. Happy birthday, Janet. She also looks gorgeous. She
looks
posted
great.
a picture of like how she looks these days. And it's like, man, if I look that great at her age.
I'm sure that baby's doing great.
I'm sure the baby's doing great.
Yeah.
Only good things for Janet, always. Okay, should we start the actual show?
I guess.
All right, let's
This
do it.
is an actual show.
All right, you know what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
start
yeah.
the podcast
All right,
recording.
I'm going to plug my phone in because it's a little low in battery.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Okay, well, we'll wait. You're just showing your butt to everybody. Isn't that the, like, oh, my God. Don't they tell you not to do that as an actor? Never turn your back on the audience? And look at you.
Honey, but they do tell you to show your ass
Oh,
whenever
Lord.
you can. Okay, do I push the button?
Sure, let's push the button.
Okay.
Push the button.
What is this? What is this room we're in?
This is the podcast. It's happening again. The thing is, we didn't even skip a week.
We didn't.
We didn't.
But it feels like we haven't done this in forever.
I know, because we're back, guys. If you're just listening to this, we are back recording this live on youtube.com. And it's been a minute that we've been in the same room recording and doing it live for the people because we had a live show. And then Matt Steele was traveling. I was traveling. We did it remotely for the people. But this, it has another energy when you're like performing live for an audience that's, not in person, but on the internet.
Yeah, it's a very much, we're getting bombarded with messages being like, when are you reacting to the Billie album?
Right.
When are you reacting to the Billie album? And we are here to say soon. Soon, guys.
Yes. Likely tomorrow.
Matt Palmer just got off a plane.
I did.
You're
just
so
get off a
brave
plane.
and strong.
And that's the thing.
And probably dirty.
I don't feel great. I'm going to hop into the shower right after this. Well, I'd like to eat dinner first and then hop into the shower.
Ooh, yeah.
But it's going to be great.
Oh, my, good for you.
know.
That's the best showers after a plane.
Absolutely.
Because you're like really feeling that scum just rip off of you.
Imagine like not taking a shower after a plane, like getting into your bed and falling asleep without having showered after getting off a plane. That sounds like the devil's work.
Well, also, most of my flights are overnight, and so it's like I like shower before, so I feel like perfectly like dry and clean.
Yes.
And then I shower right after because that counts as like my morning shower, which I have to do every morning. So like. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I know it is beautiful, and I look beautiful as I'm doing it, as I'm rubbing my soapy naked body.
Okay, this isn't that kind of podcast. Let's go into
Everyone,
it.
Picture it.
Don't picture it. I also forgot to do the ad, so
We'll do the ad.
Some of you will see it, some of you won't.
The lucky ones. I'm not going to tell you who the lucky ones are.
I know. We won't know who the lucky ones are.
Because you want to know why? You're all lucky.
It's a thing.
You're lucky that you're here. We're lucky that we're lucky that we're here on Earth.
Oh, and also, I believe it was Library Pictures. Look at Jackson's comment about things to do in LA. He is from LA. He is very good about things you should be doing around here.
Oh, is Jackson on here?
Yeah, look, see, that's
Jackson.
Jackson.
Look at it. Oh, yeah,
See, that's Jackson.
I think it was, I forget who asked about the LA things. Library, sorry, you knew it.
That's okay.
A couple, Griffith Observatory, Hollywood
Yes.
History, watch Rebel Without a Cause first. I love that. Venice Canals. I was at the Venice Canals today.
Were you really?
I was.
Were you on a date?
No. Oh, honey, no.
I didn't know.
Those days are long gone.
You go on dates.
Those days are, I haven't gone on a date in a long time. Long time.
I guess it depends on like what counts as a date.
Wow.
Let's do the, all right. Do you want do you want an intro or do you want me to intro?
You intro.
Okay. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to 2K Maps, the podcast. It's Matt Palmer.
And it's Matt Steele.
We're back again another week. We're in the same space. It's been a minute because you were traveling to Jersey. And how was that? How was your week?
The traveling was wonderful.
Yes.
The Jersey was great. I told you all last week that I was directing a thing for my friend Cecilia, a proof of concept for a TV show. It went really well, went smoothly. We were only pressed for time like a little bit. And so, but we got it done. We got what we needed. And so the rest of the week, I, went over to Cecilia's while I was in Jersey to, look at some of the footage and start to do like some rough editing, figure out some editing ideas. And like, this is the part where it's like really scary because when you watch all the footage and start to edit it, you see all the shit that you did wrong. You see all the mistakes and you're like, okay, how do I fix that? How do I fix that? And I have to say there were only a few mistakes.
That's not bad.
That are, we can edit around them.
Yes.
It's a lot of just like, oh, the backpack's over here in this shot. Will they notice this? Maybe we can edit around that. It truly doesn't matter.
I love that.
But it all seemed to go well. Everyone seems happy.
Yes.
I afterwards had a nice birthday dinner with my friend Cecilia at this nice
happy
restaurant.
Birthday, Cecilia.
Her birthday's the 23rd, so happy birthday.
Yes.
But we did it a little early because, I was there.
Right.
And then I just spent the rest of the time with my family, chilling with them, eating some good Italian food that I don't get to eat in LA.
I love that.
I flew back out. Oh, and this is how blessed I was. The flight I got was not an overnight flight.
Okay.
And so I was like nervous because if there's one thing I don't want to do, it's be on a plane bored for like 5 hours.
Right. But you have an iPad now.
I didn't bring my iPad with me.
Okay.
Yeah, and the thing is, there were movies there, but still, it's like, I'm like, oh God, I usually just sleep on a plane. What do I do? And so I originally had like a center seat for this flight.
Hate that.
But when I got to my row, there was a couple there with a baby, and they were like, hey, we had seats A and C, but like we need to sit together for the baby. Would you like this aisle seat? And I was like, oh no, I couldn't possibly. Do you want the aisle seat? Please take the aisle seat, please. And there's like, no, you take it because Lord knows the baby's gonna cry and disturb you. And I'm like, listen, if there's one thing that does not disturb me, it's noise. Like I can literally sleep through like the apocalypse. I am so fine with babies crying. I'm fine with all of that. And also like I'm gonna be watching movies. I'm not gonna be bothered. So whatever. I sat in the aisle seat. I watched some movies, and I did not hear a peep from that baby. It was a lovely baby.
Amazing.
And then I came home. I had a couple friends from Jersey visiting.
Nice.
My friends Beth and Kevin. They were out here for the weekend, and so I hung out with them. Today we went and we saw the Venice canals, and because they were like, we heard about this thing, and I'm sure you've been, and I'm like, I've never actually I've seen them from a distance, but I've never actually explored them and walked around. So we got to explore that together, had some fun with them, and now I am up here chatting with all you lovely people.
That's a beautiful week.
Yeah, so I'm not coming from a shift at work.
That is uncommon.
Yes, and so I'm feeling energized. I'm feeling good. So Matt Palmer's the one who's exhausted.
I was gonna say this is not usually how it goes. I'm usually the one that's on cloud 9 because I've had a nice weekend to recharge, and not that this weekend wasn't recharging, but I went back home to Atlanta to see my friends Thomas, who I grew up with, marry his lovely now husband Luke, and it was a beautiful ceremony, the first gay wedding I'd ever been to, and it was really lovely. We were kind of overdressed because the dress code was cocktail casual, and I'm like, I don't.
The fuck does that mean?
Exactly, and I could have just called Thomas, and I probably should have, but instead we were just whatever, we're gonna wear suits.
Suits? I don't think suits. I think suits work regardless.
I think it's fine, and I could have taken off my tie at a point, but either way, it was I'd rather be overdressed than under, you know.
Yeah.
So I was happy for that to happen. It also was these are two people that are giant Mariah Carey fans, so the fact that I heard so much Mariah through the night, they walked down the aisle to "Thank God I Found You."
Yes. Classic.
Cut the Joe verse. It was all Mariah. I was iconic that you cut that verse. And I think as they were walking down, Luke was here, Mariah. And I was like, yeah, here. Focus on getting married. But it was so much fun. It was lovely. And it was there were so many people from my high school that I had not seen in such a long time. Many of whom maybe I hadn't seen since we graduated. So it was just so fun to see these people. And it's oh, wow, we're all adults. And you guys have real lives. And you two high school sweethearts now have 4-month-old twins. And that is quite a life that I am not ready for, but I'm proud of you.
I know they have real lives, and they're what do you do? And you're I scream about pop music on YouTube.
Hey, that is life for some. This is our baby. 2 Gay Mets is our baby, and our baby is 11 years old.
Oh God,
isn't that crazy to think?
Oh, almost a teenager.
Almost.
Ooh, she's gonna be real trouble when she's 13.
A real bitch in those years, but it was really a really lovely celebratory time, and it was just nice to be in Atlanta again. I got to see my nephew and hang out with my parents a bit, and it was a quick trip. And I'm just getting off the plane, so if I'm a little loopy today, I apologize. I'm doing my best, but I'm happy to be here and excited to talk about the news of the day. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's talk about the news of the day.
Let's talk about.
It's a whole bunch of headlines where I'm just don't know nothing about that. Don't know nothing about that.
Well, first you do know that Billie Eilish's new album Hit Me Hard and Soft.
Yeah, but we don't know the album because we haven't listened to it yet.
We have not listened to it yet, but apparently it is A, very good, and B, doing incredibly well. Mm-hmm. Because she, I believe, had the biggest week of streams of her whole career. The initial debut day streams was higher than even her first album, which had so much buzz leading up to it. And it was hard to kind of gauge how well this album was going to do because it was okay, she's not releasing any singles.
Yeah.
There are no pre-release tracks, which again, I feel something that hindered her last album era was there were too many singles, there were too many pre-release tracks. So maybe she was fuck all that. Mm-hmm. I'm going to put out this succinct 10-track album. You'll hear it when it's out as a body of work. A lot of artists that are gigantic get to do that. And spoiler alert, I'm fucking gigantic. I just won my second Oscar. I'm going to do things my way.
Second Oscar. Good for fucking.
I know.
Wow.
Iconic.
She's 12.
She's absolutely 12. Oh. And supposedly she is supposed to be selling over 200,000 copies in its first week. It is either going to debut at number 1 or number 2 because there's a new.
Are we going to talk about that?
We can now.
Ooh.
Look. We love everyone. And like I said on Love It or Leave It, we love Taylor Swift.
Love her.
She is a talented
And we
artist.
are Tortured Poets Department defenders.
We are. We think you can make great albums from the 31 tracks that she gives you.
And the album feels personal. It feels like it's needed. It feels cathartic. We love it.
But. And I don't know if this is as petty as people are trying to make it sound. Taylor is releasing, I believe on the day of Billie's album release date, she also released special digital only versions of the album, each of which, there were 3 new versions, each of which contained a new voice note of 3 beginnings demos of songs that if you're a Taylor Swift collector, you want to hear all of those voice memos, you would need to buy all 3 of those albums, which would count as 3 purchases of the Tortured Poets Department to get these voice notes. And
as if we haven't already all bought too many versions of the Tortured Poets Department.
Right. And I don't know if she felt personally offended because the rumor on the internet is that people are saying, oh, when Billie was calling out people for all their vinyl variants and like saying, oh, it's not eco-friendly to have this many vinyl variants, and are these collector's items or are we like selling music? People felt like it was a pointed attack at Taylor because she does that, but she's not the only artist that does.
No.
But I think the official like Taylor Nation Twitter account said something like, well, these 3 digital only versions are so good for the environment. They're eco-friendly, XYZ. So the thought is that Taylor just was trying to take this number 1 away from Billie. I don't know the two of them, but I also feel we didn't need that. Like, I don't feel like anyone's like, I need more versions of this record. And I honestly, 1989, she put out some voice notes, and like, they're kind of interesting, but like, I don't super care to hear a voice note, but I can understand if I was like a Swiftie and needed every single thing she ever released, I might buy it too.
A voice note for Blank Space. Yeah. I'm down to listen to that.
Of course.
A voice note for what's another song? Like
Cassandra.
Yeah. Like a voice note for Cassandra.
Yeah.
Because out of all the 12,000 songs on Torture Poets Department, Cassandra. We're doing Cassandra.
It didn't make either of our
No.
Torture Poet departments.
You know, I have nothing against Cassandra. I'm sure she was a lovely lady, but so I just find that interesting.
It was interesting.
Because it's like, Who's Afraid of Little Old Me? Sure, maybe.
Yes.
I forget what the other one is, but
I
like
do too.
Cassandra. But the thing is, it's so hard to gauge like what was actually happening here, because the problem is Taylor Swift is releasing something every 2 weeks, essentially.
Right.
Like that's just sort of been the business goal that the model that she's been using. It's
For
just,
sure.
if I can just release something once every like 2 or 3 weeks, the people
will buy it.
be buying it.
Yes.
So like, it could just be a coincidence that she was.
It could.
Because the thing is like, she puts out stuff so often, so regularly, it's gonna overlap with someone's album release. Like, it's just gonna happen.
Right.
But you know what? I don't know. I can understand the frustration.
Right. And Billie doesn't seem like the type that like hangs her hat on like these chart numbers and like being number 1 all the time.
The girl has 2 Oscars
Right.
and 2 Grammys for Record of the Year,
Right.
and a Grammy for Album of the Year when she was 5. Like,
right.
Billie's
She's
doing good.
gonna be okay. Like,
Yeah.
I think she'll make it through this week. But it just wasn't interesting.
It was an interesting thing to happen.
Yes.
Fun discourse
Yes.
on the internet.
An interesting turn of events.
But you know, we don't know either of them.
We don't know.
We don't know.
In other news, Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie are confirmed to be reuniting for a new series on Peacock. We don't know exactly what it is. There was a rumor going around that they were both going to be on the next season of Traitors, but apparently that wasn't true. And that whole list of people like Kenya Moore and Jax Taylor are not actually going to be on the next season of Traitors. They were filming something for the NBC Upfronts, I think, that was highlighting Traitors and maybe doing a Traitor spoof, which, by the way, I'd like to see that. But they're not actually going to be on Traitors, but Paris and Nicole are coming back. I don't know if it's going to be The Simple Life again. But when we talk about like formative reality television,
phenomenal.
We talk about New York on Flavor of Love and on I Love New York, and there are many great early reality shows that come to mind. And The Simple Life is fucking one of them.
It's great.
Like, and I'm a person who I never like sat down and watched episodes of The Simple Life, but I just knew it in the ether. A and B. If you watch clips, it's like
It's great. The clips are great.
the clips are great.
I was just talking about like those like reality shows from that era, like with my friends Beth and Kevin today, and I was just like, remember when like I was explaining to them, do you remember this reality show called Boy Meets Boy on
Yes.
Bravo? Yes, where it's just like the gay bachelor, and because we started talking about this, because remember that one gay bachelor thing where you found out that the guy who was the guy who they were vying for like was selling stuff on the internet and like
Stuff.
Stuff.
We're gonna say stuff.
Stuff. I'll say that.
Yes.
But there was one before that called Boy Meets Boy, where it's like these guys were vying for this guy to win a romantic vacation, but half of the contestants were straight, and so if a straight guy won, then he would get the vacation for himself.
Yes.
And it was so wrong, but so great. And
They can't do
stuff
shit like that now.
They cannot do shit like that now. And I was talking to them in the car about like, yeah, remember the Osbournes? I remember there's a clip on the Osbournes where Sharon's like trying to get Ozzy to try one of those Listerine strips.
Why won't he try it?
Because they were like brand new at the time. He was
Oh.
like, what the fuck is this? And like, she's trying to get him to try it. And he's like putting it near his mouth. And he's like, oh, I don't want to. And she's like, no, just try it. It's a new piece of, it's a type of gum. It's a type of gum. And he's like, no. It's And it was the funniest fucking thing. Like reality shows from that era, like The Simple Life, were just, you sat down and your brain turned off and you just had fun.
And whatever it's going to be, I'm invested. I'm interested. Especially, I've always felt like Nicole Richie is like an undersung hero of comedy.
She's great.
Like she's so funny. She's so quick on her feet. I loved her on that Tina Fey show, Great News. And I just am excited to see her on screen again. Paris Hilton has done some problematic shit in the past, but if we want to just turn our brains off a bit and like have some nostalgia, I'm looking forward to this. And there was actually a new person who was officially, supposedly, according to TVDeets.com, confirmed to be on the next season of Traitors. It is an alum of the Real Housewives of Potomac, Miss Monique Samuels.
Okay.
Coming back to the NBC Universal family. I'm hoping that this somehow means she can get back on the Housewives of Potomac one day. Maybe it's messy of me, and I don't think anything bad would happen, but wouldn't it be amazing if Candace was also on the season and this is how they like met up with each other again? Because it would be like the Housewives version of Sandra and Parvati. Parvati. I can't say her name anymore because Phaedra always said Poverty in my head. It's Poverty.
Sure.
But these are two people who had a physical altercation, have not like been in the same space in years, coming back to play this game together. That's my dream. I realize Candace is pregnant, and so maybe she doesn't want her blood pressure going up around this time. But it would be brilliant television, and I bet they could form like an alliance and work together. I just could see it being cool.
The Bravo Alliance.
Hello. Not even full Bravo, just Candace and Monique.
Okay. And I heard that there was like a rumor online that like they just said like new cast list of Traitors is coming out, and just to let you know, Big Brother 16 is still like going strong. So we think someone from Big Brother 16 is coming, and it could either be Frankie Grande, it could be Derek Levasseur, who won Big Brother 16, or it could be the legend, the icon, Nicole fucking Franzel.
Love Nicole.
Because Nicole is just so good at what she does.
Being annoying.
Yes. And I love her. She gets shit done. She is a winner.
I mean, yeah, she has won the show.
She wins by being, the victim, the poor me. And it's just so much fun to watch, not just her, but to watch people's heads explode on the internet around her, because they're just like, she's just so whiny. And it's just like, but guess what? She gets people to keep her. She gets people to do what she wants to do. Bring Nicole Franzel onto Traitors. If she becomes a traitor, she would her brain would like melt, because she would just be like, I feel so guilty. Oh my God. Fuck you. You're dead. It would just be great.
My memories of Nicole is I found her very annoying. So even though I'm sure
Big Brother 16, that was the only season where you watched her. You liked her.
I know, but I've seen clips of her since.
Oh, and she's gotten so great.
I
love it.
Even more annoying.
Winner of Big Brother Reindeer Games.
Oh yeah, the official thing everyone fucking loves and talks about all the time. But you guys did end up liking it more than you expected, right?
The Reindeer Games was great.
I love
Reindeer
that.
Games was such stupid fun.
And for Big Brother US fans, you need something good every once in a while.
We do.
Because the show itself.
We were just like, how can they make this like real like commercial like family friendly version of Big Brother so good, but like an actual season of Big Brother, we keep dropping the ball.
They just can't do it.
Well,
but speaking of reality shows that we love to love, the Golden Bachelorette has been revealed, and Miss Joan Vassos has officially been named the first ever Golden Bachelorette. I am very excited for her. She was a contestant who very early, not like kind of early on in the process, like was having such a big connection with Gary, but her daughter had just had a baby, and she went on the show being like, I think it's going to be okay. She has a new, a new baby, but like, I'm here. I'm putting myself first, blah, blah, blah. And like, she received a call from her daughter like a week or so in, being like, I need my mom here. Like, I'm going through it. And so she had to like bow out of the game. And it was always like, well, what could have happened with the two of them? And I really, really like Joan. She wasn't my number one pick. There was a lady whose name I need to look up because I don't remember it, who was like maybe top 4, and her best friend watched The Bachelor with her every single week. And like, while she was filming The Golden Bachelor, her best friend had passed away. And
God.
She like went through it and was so fucking funny and sweet and like lovely. So I would love to find her name. We'll see if I do. But I also, Ellen, what's her name? Justice for Ellen. If she wants to be the next Golden Bachelorette, I'm all for it. But I'm happy for Joan. She's gorgeous, like stunningly beautiful. And I think she has her head on straight, and she deserves a second chance after her first chance got cut off so quickly. I know the Bachelor's fucking games Do not bring Gary back because Gary got divorced from his wife that
Sure.
he picked already. Do not bring him back. Even I don't want to see that man for a second. We need to focus on Joan. He certainly cannot like be a contestant and like fight for her heart because I can't have that.
Yeah.
But no, Joan is going to be great.
What if Joan kind of wants Gary?
I don't care what Joan wants.
Okay.
It's about what I want.
Okay, I guess
This
we
is
don't care
about
what Joan wants.
I want. So, yes, I want Joan to be happy, not with Gary. And I am excited for the show. And even though the first season ended poorly, like in the post show, after the live marriage that they had and then the divorce months after, I still have faith that the show is gonna be great. I'm a little nervous because I did look and see that it is now being extended from an hour-long episodes because I loved how short those episodes were.
Oh fuck!
They're just an hour and a half, but they're tiptoeing to 2 hours.
That's so long.
It is.
Remember those American Idol premieres would just be 2 hours of people auditioning?
It's too much. It's too much.
So
like
much.
I can't have that. You know.
But then also it's like if it's just an hour, it's just like wait, this feels so rushed.
But
it's
don't you want to leave us wanting more? And I know the answer to that from ABC and The Bachelor is no. We want to like keep your eyes on it so you can watch all these fucking ads. But please, the first season worked so well because it was like easy to swallow and you didn't overdo it. Don't overdo it.
Don't overdo it.
But we love Joan.
But we love Joan.
We love Joan. And do you have any words of advice for Joan?
I'm changing my major to Joan.
Oh, classic.
Sex with Joan.
I hope people understand the reference to Fun
Y'all
Home.
won't get it. Y'all been listening to Two Gay Mats for long enough to know what Fun Home is.
Fun Home is great. Meryl Streep is saying that there's Mamma Mia 3 talks and that she's being talked about. Okay, have you seen Mamma Mia 2?
No.
Okay, I don't mean to spoil anybody if you haven't seen Mamma Mia 2. My understanding is that Mamma Mia 2 begins and Meryl Streep has passed.
She has.
So how
she's a flashback in all of our hearts.
How are they going to do this for a third movie? Like we're just gonna keep having her come in, like shoot for one day and do whatever they want with the footage. Like I don't understand. Like let Meryl go.
The thing with Mamma Mia though is like you can do whatever the fuck you want to that plot because the plot doesn't matter. Like you can literally do whatever. She could be an alien coming out from outer space. She could be Invasion of the Body Snatchers swooped back into her body, her dead body, and brought her back to life. Like Mamma Mia could literally be about anything. It's just they get a new plot and just add the same songs.
That's also confusing to me because it's like, we're just gonna sing the same ABBA songs? Like,
of course
we
are.
Do the ABBA deep cuts? The ABBA, maybe they should do some of the 18s originals.
Oh God! If we got halfway around the world, if Meryl Streep and like Julie Waters and everything and Christine Baranski doing halfway around the world, I would be dead. I would love it.
I feel like that could happen. And I just saw that Meryl's also going to be in the next season of Only Murders in the Building again, which is set in LA. They put out a teaser trailer for that, and like there was many guest appearances coming up, and I'm excited for it because I really enjoyed season 3. That's another show that I think you might like.
Oh yeah,
on top of a show that a new friend of ours told you to watch because she's in it, and that I'll be talking about a little later in this episode.
The thing with Only Murders in the Building is like she's probably coming back because she probably had fun on that set because there are rumors. She is dating
loud rumors
Martin Short,
yes,
which is just the hottest thing on the planet to me.
Why don't they confirm it?
I know because you all know I fucking love Martin Short. That man. And just like him and Meryl Streep being together as a couple is the greatest thing I never knew that I needed.
Right.
Like it's just so wonderful.
I didn't see it coming, but they're like our real life Golden Bachelor and Bachelorette, you know?
I know.
And that's what the world needs now.
I know. How do you feel Meryl feels about the movie Clifford?
I don't know. Is Clifford the Big Red Dog?
No, Clifford's Martin Short movie that like flopped really bad, but it's like one of the greatest performances in the world.
Maybe that was her opening line. It's like, by the way, you were amazing, Clifford.
And he was probably like, fucking thank you. I worked hard on this character.
Right. We talked about this last week. Maybe we're going to talk about Wicked every week until the movie comes out. But we just have to say we did watch the trailer and it's fucking excellent.
It's excellent.
Like I care so much for a film, a musical and a cast recording that I do have notes on. I'm so
down.
I care so much. And I will be there opening night.
Girl, they give away every single plot point in that movie from beginning to end, and I am ready for all of it. I like watch it and I'm emotional because I'm just like brought back to just like, oh God, sophomore year of high school, just dancing in my room and just feeling all the feelings that you could possibly feel when you're a little boy who loves musical theater, and you're just and these characters, and just it's just so wonderful when like it's something that you have such nostalgia for
Right.
in such a, and like 2003, 2004, that Broadway season was just such a moment for me, and like the Broadway awakening of it all. And so just like, it just like brings me back to that time. And God, it looks so well done.
It looks
and
amazing.
fun and beautiful.
I love the clip of Popular. I
Oh,
thought that was
her
so...
kicking that fucking leg up in the air and spinning around on that
I didn't know she
chandelier.
could kick that leg up so high. I was like, look at you, Ariana.
You know what? It could be VFX, but I don't give a fuck.
Whatever it is, it looks great.
It looks great.
It looks great, and I'm very happy for her, and I can't wait to see how it all goes. I hope this isn't true, but there are rumors going around that Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez could be splitting. Apparently, Us Weekly says that they're having issues but aren't splitting, but then Ben Affleck was seen out on the town without his red ring. And again, I am not like, the J-Lo fan of all time. I just feel like she's been going through it lately. And
Sure.
people have been calling her out on so much shit. I want her to have like a good thing this year, I feel like she's become kind of a punching bag of TikTok and pop music fans for a minute this year in a way that feels more like pointed and mean.
And it's like, what has she ever done to any of y'all?
Yeah,
Come on.
she might be rude and a diva in person, and yes, she
Girl,
did
who isn't?
steal some
Who's
people's
famous?
Well, Mariah's very kind. No one's ever said she's. Well, I bet J-Lo thinks she's mean, but
I'm sure some people have
besides
said it.
J-Lo, but no, not the regular person. No regular person would think.
No,
Mariah's
no
mean.
regular
no
person.
regular person would think Mariah's mean.
Only the evil people.
Yes, only the
say.
evil people who stole the Loverboy sample.
Okay.
Yeah, Tommy Mottola, you're in that too. But yes, so I just feel bad for her, and I want her to have like a soft place to land during a tough year. Maybe she'll go on a little break for a while. I just want her to be okay.
Well, not all love can be everlasting like Meryl Streep and Martin Short.
That's true. Oh, I love them. But that's the thing. What if they get married and then, much like the real Golden Bachelor, get divorced in 5 seconds?
At least it happened.
At least it
Don't
happened.
cry because it's over. Smile because it happened.
Oh, that's a beautiful sentiment. I've never heard anyone say that.
I just made it up right now.
Wow.
I just came up with it like in my head.
And since we were talking about something you love so much, I have to talk about something I love so much. The Real Housewives of Atlanta's new cast list is out. We have Portia Williams returning, as we knew, Kenya Moore, Drew Sidora, who, okay, she's awkward. She and her husband, she did like sing a song to the husband she's divorcing at the end of last season's reunion, which was very uncomfortable and awkward and put on in like a weird promo spin on a divorce. But otherwise, she's a great housewife. So I think there's stuff there. I'm excited to see her again. Shamia, who was a friend of for so fucking long and is finally getting her peach. I'm excited about that. And Cynthia Bailey is returning as a friend. I just love that we have so many people that were like there during the golden age of Housewives of Atlanta, even though we are having 3 new ladies of Angela Oakley, Brittany Eady, and Kelly Farrell. But I think that we have a lot of like classic housewives because it's like the show has been kind of adrift for a while. And there are people out there, by the way, who are upset that our friend from Traders, Sheree Wedfield, is not coming back. I'm not. Like, she was boring on Atlanta. She was boring on Traders. I've never thought that she was as good about, like, she has incredible little moments, but they're always little moments and they're few and far between. And I don't know. I've never been a Sheree fan, so when I didn't see her on the cast list, I wasn't broken up about it. Like, we still have, like, let's center it all around Portia and Kenya. Even if they were not OGs, they revitalized the show season 5, and they're the people that we're ready to watch. Like, if they can't bring Nene back, because of course she sued Bravo and Andy and all of that.
Well, who hasn't?
Exactly.
You know?
I think this is the next best thing. We're getting some classic people. We're learning more about Friends of, and we're meeting new girls. I think this has potential to be really great, which is unfortunate that it's been not good for so long, because this, I think of all the Housewives series, like maybe season 6 of Atlanta has like the highest, had the highest ratings ever for a Housewives. And it's like to see it fall as far as it did just makes me sad. So maybe this is the revamp that they need.
Okay.
You know?
Well, I'm holding out hope for Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Aren't we all?
I don't know much about it, but like I know that it brought people a lot of joy, and I want people to have their joy back. Their joy was taken from them.
This is the joy to the world of Bravo.
Yeah.
This Housewives of Atlanta.
Joy, 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 joy to the world.
Apparently, if your name is Kyle, there is a festival in Kyle, Texas that has your name all over it. The city needs 2,326 people named Kyle to break the world record for the largest same name gathering. Oh, and I guess this happened yesterday, so I don't know if that worked. Guys, We need to get the Mats together.
Oh God, we would obliterate.
2,000
The
some
thing
odd?
is, if we could get all gay Mats together,
That would be
a record, and maybe we could do that. Every gay homosexual born in the 80s is named Nat.
Absolutely.
Like,
and
hello.
There's got to be a Matt California or something like sure, there's a Kyle Texas. There's got to be a Matt related city.
Matthew.
Matthew, Georgia. Matthew, Jersey.
Sure.
I don't know. There's got to be somewhere we can all meet up because we could obliterate 2,000.
We're accepting people whose middle names are Matthew as well. I'm just saying, like, to technically break the record, they might be technical about it, and they might be like, "Oh, this doesn't count because some people's middle names are Matthew."
I have gone by Matthew since I was alive.
But is there a way to legally prove that for it to count in the Guinness Book of World Records?
No, because one of my names is Matthew. You can actually look at my credit card. It just has the D and then Matthew. And thus, I will be there and I will be a part of the fight.
I'm just saying I don't know what the specific rules will be for the Guinness Book of World Records.
Wow.
They're very particular.
Wow.
I'm just saying if someone were to get kicked out, you might be the first one. Even though you arranged the entire thing.
I was going to say, because we know you're not going to put shit together. We saw how the live show happened.
Absolutely, girl. Absolutely not. I am not arranging this. The emotional labor required for that.
I know, and I will be there. And so all of you gay Mats watching, please find a Matthew somewhere in the country, a city that we can all meet. And if I get kicked out of this fucking event, I'll be pissed. I'll be pissed. It was my idea.
Well, but
Fuck
then
those
you
Kyles.
could speak out about it amongst the people, and then you could like go viral, and people would be like, "Oh my God, the scandal that happened at the gay Mats meetup is like they were kicking people out. They're such elitists." Like, I don't know.
Oh, Dylan said he just Googled and 706 Kyles gathered, and they did not break this record.
You know what? That's still a lot of Kyles.
And you know what? Not to like shit on the Kyles. There are women and men named Kyle.
Yeah.
So they could have really done something.
I only know of one woman named Kyle, but
Kyle Richards.
yeah, that's the one.
That's
I know.
the one.
That's the
No,
one.
I went
know.
to school with a girl named Kyle.
Oh my God.
I did.
What's
I won't
she
say her
doing?
last name because she's not a public figure.
People
but-
could probably find her. There are not that many women Kyles.
Oh my God. Speaking of people at my high school, did you see, I hate that I'm talking about sports. Did you see the kicker on the Chiefs who gave a speech at a college, I guess a Catholic university you went to, and like said all this shit, mostly about how much women's lives don't begin until they get married.
I don't know if he specifically said that. Did he? I only saw like one clip of it where he said like he's so thankful for his wife and like he can now like provide for her so she can have the greatest profession of them all, homemaker. And it's kind of just like, I find it ironic that you're saying this at a college where like all these people are about to move on to the workforce.
The reason he was saying it was he was like to the women in the audience, sure, go get your jobs, go get your promotions, but just know that your real life will begin when you get a husband. That is how he transitioned it.
Oh, he like actually said that?
Not in those exact words, but yes. He also said something about like, and like being prideful, XYZ, and not like the demon month that like always happens in June.
Girl.
It was like the deadly sin that we celebrate a whole month for. And it's like, bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up, like what a moron, what an idiot, what a backwards thought. Like so many people are coming out against him. His mother is like an Emory researcher.
I saw that. It's like,
it's
sir.
horrifying. Guess what high school he went to?
Oh.
I was so pissed. This man went to my high school, which, by the way, if it tells you nothing, see how fucking strong I was. A young gay black teen has come here, liberal, loving women, and this is what's Butker comes out and does. Wow. Just horrifying.
How old is he?
$1 million. He's younger than us. But yes, it's just horrifying that this happened, and I hate him. I hate that we went to the same high school, and I have nothing else to say, but I hate him.
I'm so sorry for all the people.
I believe his name is, I want to say Harrison.
Don't say it. Don't promote him.
I'm not promoting
everyone
him.
Everyone knows who we're talking about.
All right, yeah, look him up. He sucks. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I mean, I don't know if I have much to say about the butch body thing. Like,
somebody better make a song about it. Somebody
Taylor Green.
Get that on a pop song. Listen, if Drake and Kendrick Lamar can write a song in 5 seconds
it's
and
true.
Put it out, some homosexual could write a song or one of our pop ladies to put a song called Butch Body, whatever it's called.
Absolutely. So there was a back and forth of physical insults between Marjorie Taylor Greene and her colleague Jasmine Crockett. Marjorie Taylor Greene did start it.
Yeah.
She was like, "Why? Like, I think your fake eyelashes are getting in the way.
You can't see past your fake eyelashes or something like that."
And then, you know,
and Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez was just like, "We're striking that from the record." Like,
exactly.
No.
And she's like, "Baby girl, no, baby girl, baby girl."
Like,
I love
we are
it.
not going to be hurling like physical insults at each other. And Jasmine Crockett's like, "I'll hurl a physical."
It's like, I won't say exactly who I'm talking about, but what if I said like bleach blonde, bad built, butch body? Like, what would
that could be about all of you?
That could be
that could be about me, darling. You know,
I mean, as much as it was a messy moment, but it made me laugh. And B, looking at some of the like other senators, other Congress people like reacting to this and like clearly trying to swallow the laughter that was coming up out of them. I was like, this makes me laugh.
and they're kind of just like, man, we didn't have these problems in the 80s when it was like 98% men.
I know, exactly.
It's like, sorry, you get a bunch of women in there and they are going to be creative.
And the thing is, if MTG didn't start this, Jasmine wouldn't have had to finish it.
Well, I mean,
monster. Speaking of people who suck.
We don't need to reiterate.
This is what I'm like after I get off a plane, just like yelling at people I hate. But she's on the list.
Speaking of people from Georgia, rough time of year for your state, girl.
Not great. And speaking of one last person I hate, did you see that Diddy video?
Oh my God.
Like, I don't even want to get into detail of what happened, but it's just, if you find a Diddy video, trigger warning, note that if there's a Diddy video circulating that you are watching and it's in a hotel, it is very traumatic. And if you don't want to see domestic violence, do not watch it. But I just have to say that Cassie has gone through so much. And we, of course, were people that very much believed when she, alleged what she did in her court documents, by the way, she was completely paid out of. So when that suit happened, we believed her. And Diddy publicly is like, none of this is true. None of this happened. None of this is right. This event is in that document. And of course, now he comes out and he makes a video of himself somewhere very much outside of the US being like, I am so disappointed in myself. I was disappointed with myself then. I'm disappointed with myself now. He apologizes to everyone except Cassie directly. It's just like, this man is sick and demented, and watching that truly turned my stomach and made me violently ill, because it's like, this woman was with him for a decade. I'm so happy she has found a man who is loving and cares for her, that she has a whole new family, a baby, a life that doesn't involve this person. It just is sickening to me that people like that have power for so fucking long. And the thing is, there are so many people around people like that, like the Weinsteins, the Diddys. There are people all around them who know this is happening and say fucking nothing, because they're so happy to, the proximity of power is so addicting to them that they're like, of course, we're not going to do anything, stand up and say something. But this woman is a fucking survivor. And it's awful. And if you feel like knowing something and don't feel like it would turn your stomach, just if you want to watch it, just be warned that it is really, really, really hard to watch.
Bad.
It's so bad.
Is he still out of the country? Didn't he flee the country?
Yes. He looks like this is conjecture, allegedly, because Russell Simmons has similar allegations. Well, I don't think he's domestic violence allegations, but allegations about dating women that are underage. And so he fled the country as well. And it seems like the same locale to me.
Oh, God,
to my
all
untrained
together.
eye.
Jesus God.
I know. Horrifying.
That's insane. The fact that they know where to go.
Right.
That's bizarre.
Disgusting.
And I can't wrap my head around that.
I know. So I'm praying for Cassie and every person who's ever been through that, every victim of domestic violence. I hope that you find safety and solace outside of this horrible situation. Matt Steele, is there any other news for idiots that we should tell the people?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, let's take a quick break and then we'll be back with more To Gay Matt's, the podcast. All right.
We did that. Oh. What if Fortnite is the only single? Darling, don't say that.
Don't say that. But Daddy, I Love Him is right there.
Oh, it's right there. Oh, it's all there.
I feel like if you flee the country, that's an admission of guilt in my book. Absolutely. Tori, I'm with you. Speaking of, you see Avril Lavigne's coming out with the Greatest Hits album?
No,
I'm excited for her. And then she's going to go on tour for it. Apparently, she was on Call Her Daddy podcast promoting it. I'm just like, yes, Avril.
Yeah. It's so terrifying that Diddy clearly had a huge heads up.
Yes.
He randomly released an album this year. Yeah.
I don't know if the album had something to it. He had a heads up enough to know to flee his property, because I think his children were in handcuffs at a point.
Yeah.
But he fled the property, fled the country. But I think a lot of this kind of started going off because one of the producers on that album was like, I was sexually assaulted by Diddy and people in his camp. So on top of the Cassie stuff. Yeah. Bad person. Bad fucking person.
In my prayers.
I think Michael Smith asked if I'm watching All Stars Drag Race. I'm not. I'm open to it, but it also is like, wait, so none of them get kicked off? It's like an elimination. Yeah, it's like an elimination-free season, and I'm just like,
what the fuck does that mean?
That's what I want to know.
They just like keep competing, and then like they're all still there, and they just announce one winner.
That's my guess, but I don't even know if there is a winner. I assume there would be a winner.
My thing also with like an All Stars thing is like, is it fun to watch? Like if you don't know the history,
yeah,
that's why I have to watch all the seasons.
Michael Smith, Palmer, are you watching All Stars? Oop. I definitely think the next single will be "I Can Do It With the Broken
I
Heart."
could imagine that.
Absolutely,
sure.
But I mean, I think, but Daddy, I Love Him. We need to talk about.
We do need to talk about
Yes.
that. And she hasn't released a single like that in so long.
I know the world needs it.
Like, come on.
What the world needs now.
Oh, I sing it in the shower all the time.
I know. How could you not?
It's just so. And I know it's about like someone who we don't like anymore, but just
we don't like him.
Oh, the feelings that she was feeling.
I know she was feeling them, and she got them on paper. That's always the dream. That's the goal.
Beauty of art.
Let me do another ad. Just in case.
Oh, do another ad. Go. Oh, I'm gonna do my phone.
You'll do a phone?
Yeah, it's done charging.
Oh, great.
Who's afraid of little lonely? You should be. You should be. I love how that song is like so like dark and like serious, and then there's just like you should be. You should be like sort of like happy little background vocals. It's like Taylor never change. My mom says Cassie who? Ma, if you're still here, Cassie is Puff Daddy, P Diddy, whatever his name is now, Sean Combs' girlfriend at a time.
Long-term girlfriend, yeah.
And he abused her.
Yes. And she was a musician in her own right. She has a great song called Me and You.
Oh, that's right. I forgot she was. Yeah.
Oh, Me and You is great. And also Long Way to Go I really liked. Oh, wait, is it Long Way to Go? Let me look it up. She has a second single that I very much liked.
I'm having his baby. That line is so stupid and great.
It's so crazy.
It's just like ridiculous.
Yes, Long Way to Go.
She did an acoustic version of "But Daddy, I Love Him" on her website, so I'm guessing
yes!
that's the next one.
That's my hope.
All right, let's go.
That is my hope.
Why was it Fortnite? Why was it Fortnite?
We'll never know. We'll never know. And maybe I need to re-listen to Fortnite, but I feel like every time I've tried, I've been like, nah.
It's like okay, like
okay.
What
like,
I don't like.
Slow,
I like,
like
Post. I like it. Sounds nice. The music video is pretty.
Like a nice boy.
Yeah, but I'm just like this one right here.
Ta-ta for now, Maps. I hope the riot goes well. Oh, thank you.
The riot. What are we rioting about?
I think we're writing about the gay Mats. Maybe we're just doing a meetup with the gay
Mats.
The
meetup's gonna be deadly.
It's gonna be so deadly.
Is there a Matt Georgia next to Matt Highway?
Ooh, there's a Matt. Okay. No, he says there is. I believe
there is. Okay, let's go. My mom does not like violence.
I don't either. Should be on Traitors, Vanessa Russo from Big Brother 17 and Anthony Douglas from BB
Douglas, yes.
The incredible casting.
Oh, a Big Brother Canada person on Traitors would be fucking great. I wonder if there's like a... Oh, no, there can't be a rule that like you have to be a citizen of a certain country because it's in England.
Yeah, exactly.
or Scotland.
Or Scotland,
whatever.
yeah, wherever it is. Maybe there's like a town with Matt as the middle. I can't believe you said that.
I'm just saying that I don't know what the rules will be.
If we talk to any person I've known in my life,
we're not doubting that people call you Matt. You have about 78,000 followers on YouTube who call you Matt.
Yes.
I'm just saying, like, I could see Guinness records being like, this technically blah, blah. So we have to like stipulate in there that like it should be a Matt. If you have the word Matt or Matthew on your birth certificate anywhere.
Yes.
So we just
not last name.
Why not? Well, if it's middle name, why not?
Because middle name is like it's like your first name. You wouldn't say your name is Steele, would you? Like, hi, I'm Steele.
People call me Steele.
I don't call you
And so by that, I'm using the same logic. Then my name is Steele. People call me Steele.
Not the same.
There's a Canadian Traitors. There is. That's right. Is it bad that I don't love Down Bad? It's not bad at all.
No, I don't like it either. But a lot of people do like it.
I don't dislike it, but like it didn't make my.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's his middle name. Silly, Michael.
Yeah.
Very silly.
I think it's because she had a clear idea for the music video for Fortnite. I don't know. Does the music video have like much to do with the song? Like, there isn't like, yeah, there's a story in Fortnite, but is it like as crystal clear of and like detailed of a story as like
But Daddy,
I
I
love
Love
it.
Him. No.
If But Daddy I Love Him was the first single,
I know.
We would have lost our minds.
Absolutely.
Like, and the thing is, The Black Dog is the opener of an album.
What a great song.
That is the opener of an album.
Great song. God,
Why
I
was
love
that not the
song.
first track? Make
don't
Fortnite
know.
the second track. Jeez, even though Tortured Poets is a great second track.
I do
but
like
that
that.
is a lovely second track. But
There's a Matthews, North Carolina. Okay, we're getting more spots.
we're getting more spot. Can we get rid of the S to just have it be Matthew? Can we find that?
single.
Can we nail that down?
I thought I was the only one who didn't like Down Bad that much. I think it's very few of us, but
The people who love it, I'm just like,
do.
oh.
mentally I call you guys Steele and Palmer because I can't do Matt 1, Matt 2. That makes sense.
Which one would be
Yeah, that's the thing.
Matt 1 and
we don't
which
need
one?
numbers.
Which one would be Matt 1 and which one would be Matt 2?
That's the question.
Maybe the one who's born first should be Matt 1.
Yeah, the more important member of the group is Matt 1.
But Matt 2, first is the worst, second is the best.
Oh my God, we're doing this.
We're always doing
You can't
this.
be pushing 40 and saying first is the worst, second is the best.
Listen.
Hey.
It's in the Bible. It's in the
I
Bible.
don't think it is. I can't get over the alien metaphor in Down Bad. It feels so clunky to me. That's actually the part I like. I'm like, I like that she's talking about an alien.
I kind of want Who's Afraid of Little Me to be the next music video. Matt's I Need Your 12-track Torture Poets Department album because I ain't listening to all that mess. Mine is 17 tracks, but that's because there are 4 bonus tracks.
Right.
And so I can give you 13.
I can give you 12. I
Yeah.
can give you 12.
We give it in 2 podcasts ago. In the podcast, what's it called? We're Not Turning 40 Yet. You can hear us.
Good memory.
Thank you. Because it was the last one we did live, I think.
It was.
I think.
We're doing it live.
Whatever podcast we did after
I think you're right.
the album came out, we gave our track list.
I'm ready for the Taylor era to wrap up. Just like all of her eras.
I have been wondering, like, is she putting out all this stuff because she knows relatively soon she wants to settle down and like maybe get married and have a kid, and like she knows that she'll be out of commission for a bit of time.
I could see her taking a break, but like not as long as like a Rihanna break. But I could see her
who
like
has taken a Rihanna break?
no one's ever taken a break that long. But yes, I could see her settling.
Not
down.
even Britney's taken a.
She really isn't. She hasn't. Like, so wait, did I assume Glory came out after Anti? Did it?
I don't know.
Similar
Technically when
years.
it came out. But Britney's released like a new song.
That's
Well, I guess
true.
if you count the Rihanna Wakanda Forever song.
Right.
But they're tied. We'll just say they're
Hey,
tied.
Britney wrote a book.
Britney
gave
wrote a
us
book.
something.
Well, Rihanna made some lipstick.
True. But I'm not engaging with the lipstick. But I hope all the people who do love her lipstick love it.
Did you know
Gay
The Black Dog was originally called Old Habits Die Screaming?
I did. And that makes sense.
Cool.
Because it sounds like the name.
Either title, as if the song is still that,
Right.
then I don't care what
I
it's
don't care
called.
what it's called. I also don't get the Down Bad love. It's fine, but I don't get all the love. But Guilty as Sin is one of my favorites in the album, and I know the Mets don't love it. That one that much either.
I like Guilty as Sin quite a bit. It almost made, I think it would be like the 18th track on my album, but it just missed it.
Retired from music, basically. OMG, I'm so excited for the Taylor Silence era. Not y'all hating Taylor.
Wow, yeah.
See, people think it's us. It's y'all.
It's y'all.
You're
You are all the
problem.
problem. Glory was August 2016. Anti was January,
more
February
recent.
2016. Okay. Rihanna. Not her wanting to live out that Carrie Hilson lyric.
Oh, the like go get married and have some babies thing, which Carrie Hilson was saying about Beyonce at the time, which is like Carrie, which is why we don't hear much from her anymore.
Okay.
So you can't talk shit about Beyonce. You just can't.
My top 3 albums are Tortured Poets Department, Midnights, and I missed.
Oh.
Maybe the last thing that was said was
Too offensive.
too offensive. Or maybe they were like, no, never mind. I'm changing my mind.
Right.
And then they deleted their comment.
You
guys traveling to New Zealand one day? Maybe.
I mean, I'd love to. I hear good things.
Maybe.
But maybe.
If we do a 2 Gay Mats Eras tour.
Oh, I would love.
Or if Peter Jackson's filming a movie and wants me to be in it.
Right.
The next Lord of the Rings, whatever. I could be a Hobbit.
Michael, do you just like the Billie album? You're like the #1 Billie stan. That's such a
Yes.
light praise.
Yeah. What's the
I
truth,
like the
Michael
Billie
Smith?
album. What's the truth? Montrez wants to visit.
Montrez
Maybe
will
we
be
can all
there.
go together.
Eternal Sunshine has been my top album to come out so far this year. I mean,
That's
it's really
exciting.
good. It's a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I
Wicked
think-
on top of that.
I think Cowboy Carter is still my #1.
Cowboy Carter.
Yeah.
Cowboy Carter. I mean,
Cowboy Carter. We love everybody. But who knows?
and you know what? This next Billie album could be the greatest thing on planet Earth, but I'll still just be like the Cowboy Carter.
I know, right?
Two Gay Mats finally big enough to have their Come to Brazil era.
Oh my God.
Fresh out the slammer for me, sadly. I think it's the instrumental for me. Interesting. The next Two Gay Mats show is confirmed to be in New Zealand.
And Isaac, if you're not at that one too, we'll be so pissed.
Yeah.
We'll be
Isaac
so
will
pissed.
be there. We were naming albums we like.
Oh,
I was
so
just
I was.
saying. Zayn's album made no noise. He had such a nice voice, but the albums are meh.
He also like had so much buzz around him when he was first going solo, and I feel like the momentum kind of stalled somewhere. So he needs to have like a big like resurgence.
Yeah, and I feel like when Harry first went solo, it wasn't like a big splash. It was
wasn't.
Sign of the Times.
Yes,
and that wasn't like a huge thing.
Yeah.
Why are some Billy stans believing there's a second album coming?
Because Taylor's rotted everyone's brain, thinking that people have 2 albums in the vault just ready to.
Billy's not going to do that.
Yeah.
Ryan Beatty wrote a few songs on Cowboy Carter. Have you reacted to his music? He's amazing.
No, but people have mentioned him before and saying.
What did he write on
very
Cowboy
cool.
Carter? Oh, wasn't he? What's it called? I'm going out just for fun.
I think he might have been.
Yeah.
And I believe is he. And I apologize if I'm wrong in this. He's in the community, yes.
Honey,
let me see if that's
if he's
right.
in the music community, he maybe has at least dabbled.
I mean, he's writing for Beyonce.
For Beyonce.
Come on. Oh, he has a personal life section. That feels like yes. Yes, came out as gay in June 2016.
June
Age of 20.
2016.
Congratulations.
Is he cute? Is he single?
The picture I'm seeing, he's very young.
How young? How old is he?
Well, he's 28, so he doesn't. Maybe it's an old picture. So.
Oh, that's
that looks. This is the picture I saw.
He wrote that song.
Apparently.
That little boy.
Well, he's an adult now.
Okay.
Yeah, he's cute.
Oh,
an
he's
adult.
cute. Oh, look at him.
Kind of like an Austin Butler look.
Yeah. Oh,
that?
I don't know. That's a very interesting picture.
That is interesting.
Okay. Seems like a nice boy.
And he wrote Two Hands to involved in Two Hands to Heaven. Amazing.
Yeah.
Zayn also hates doing promo and performances, so I feel like being a music artist who doesn't do any promotion isn't a good mix for success. You're probably right.
Writing for Beyonce predicts your sexuality. Frank Ocean writing I Miss You a year before he came out. What a song.
That song is great.
That's a great song. God,
Great.
we don't talk about that song enough.
We don't.
Writing for Beyonce. Oh, are you?
Yeah. Apparently the second album is red and this one is blue due to her obsession with a video game with 2 characters and those colors called ILO Milo. And isn't that a name
That's a song,
That's one of her songs. So I'm like, why is this called
I
that?
truly don't know.
Okay.
I always wonder that. Did you see Taylor give a big shout out to Max Martin on her Sweden show today? Made me so happy they're still on okay terms. I want him back on the next album. Don't we all?
I mean, she should do a re-records of all the re-records on definitely Red, but even some of the 1989 ones with Max. They got to come to an agreement because there's just a specialness to those productions.
Yeah. Two Hands to Heaven is a classic. No choice but to
Absolutely. Zayn is lazy. Let's be real. Zayn's lazy. I don't know. I mean, I think he's mentioned having anxiety and things, so it could be a mixture. It doesn't have to just be laziness. It could be,
Let him do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
He's not hurting anybody.
No.
Except, didn't he punch Gigi Hadid's mom in the face or something?
Allegedly.
Allegedly, didn't he? Wasn't there a something?
Oh, Lord.
I don't know. Lucio says, have you talked about the top 100 albums by Apple Music? We talked about it a little bit in the beginning, not on the podcast, but in the he's side eyeing it because he's waiting for Mariah to pop
I'm waiting
up.
for Mariah to be mentioned.
So if she's not mentioned, then I'm assuming we'll be ranting about this next week.
I guess so.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
I love that the Beyonce self-titled got a mention. I love that Jagged Little Pill is on the list. And I think SZA's SOS, great album. Did you see Golden Hours on it?
Golden Hour. Wouldn't it be wonderful if number 1 was Matt Palmer, The Good Parts?
I mean, I would love it. Or a pageant material.
Pageant material. The Good Parts or pageant material?
Yes, those are the
only 2 options we'll accept.
Didn't he cheat on the girl from Little Mix too? I know he used to date Perry, and I don't know who cheated on what. We need a top 100 from you all. Oh my God, that's a lot. Matt Steele would do it. He loves writing shit.
I do, but 100, and it would all be musical theater girl.
Oh, Janet's Control is 42, yes. Which I'm wondering, does that mean Rhythm Nation's going to be top 20? I don't know.
Maybe they just put Control because it was a breakthrough moment for her. In the same way Beyonce, the album, self-titled, it was very much a breakthrough moment in music and the world.
Right. I think it's totally fine to want to have a normal life, but they also can't expect them to be the biggest artists when they don't put in the work.
But is he like complaining that he's not the biggest artist? Is he like, why am I? What about me?
I don't know. I don't really engage with him much, so.
People think Tay's next album will be Orange and a Sporty Love album about Travis.
Oh, please not that. I don't want Sporty Love.
Sporty Love.
That could actually be a video idea. Maybe not 100, but 25 would be interesting. Okay, I do like that. Each of us talk about our
25 best
top
album.
10, 25 most
If
best
I had to
albums.
pick my 25 best like cast recordings,
You could
I would
do
physically
It would be
die.
so long. These videos would be, his would be days. I'd be able to do it. His would be long.
Pageant material is the best. Casey, somebody to love
Dylan.
it. Whoever
Dylan fucking gets it.
Dylan, and we are so
Dylan.
happy we are. Was it, are you the Dylan that sends us the Eurovision?
It's hard because there are two Dylans.
There are multiple Dylans.
Yes. I think, I'm going to look. I feel like the Dylans are spelled differently, and I think his is, let me look.
All right. We'll be talking to whatever Dylan sent us the
Oh, right, because
email.
it's in the email my heart.
Did you listen to the Eurovision song? Okay. I did. Is it confirmed?
Oh, yes, he's the Dylan.
We love you, Dylan.
We love you,
We're
Dylan.
going to talk
I'm
about
gonna-
you and email my heart. All right, if Taylor puts out another new album before finishing the recordings, I might throw myself off the cliff. Not really, but I'll be mad. Yes, Eurovision, Dylan.
Yes.
Your time's coming. Your time's coming.
It is.
Baby.
It really
Even though he
is.
didn't listen.
I didn't. I was traveling.
He was traveling.
And I feel like you're more interested in, like, curious about your.
Sure, it's an interesting thing.
Yes.
And I love like geography and like separating things by like state or country and they compete against each other. I'm like obsessed with that.
All things I don't care about.
Musical adaptation bracket. Interesting. Trust me, if Tay and Trav ever break up, she will write a song with a metaphor of the blind side in it. She'll definitely say I was blindsided.
Absolutely.
She absolutely will. People forget that he left One Direction suspiciously after he was caught cheating on Perry.
Oh, is that what happened?
Thailand.
I was not a One Directioner, so I didn't really. Which, by the way, I partially watched. I watched some of the Anne Hathaway, Nicholas Galaxy.
Oh, how was
movie on
that?
Amazon. It was
I
cute.
hear Anne Hathaway's wonderful in it.
She is very good.
She's
in
great
it.
in everything.
I will say we watched 2 streaming movies, but it was always both of them. We watched them kind of late. I slept through half, so the half I saw was lovely.
Sure.
And I must say, and I don't know if I should say this for the podcast, but maybe it's too much of being a hater, but Anyone But You is so fucking awful.
Oh,
that
did you
movie
say
is
it?
dreadful.
Aw.
They are not like. And it's not funny. It's not romantic. It's not believable.
Oh,
it tries to be
no.
zany.
Not to interrupt you, girl.
You're kidding. I can't have Patrick. You're kidding. I can't have that. I'm looking now.
Look now. I'll be sitting here in silence. I'm not vamping.
I'm not vamping.
I'm not fucking vamping.
Patrick, if you're lying, I'll be happy and sad at the same time. He's lying.
Are you lying, Patrick?
He's lying.
Patrick, you fucking troll.
He's lying. He's trolling.
But I kind of like
Patrick,
your energy.
I'm glad it was a lie.
How did you? The thing is, like, if she had announced it, we would have gotten comment.
I know, it's
How did you
true.
guys keep so many subscribers? Love it. We keep them because we're fabulous.
Yeah, people like us.
People love the content. They
But
keep coming back for more.
I'm happy that they do come.
I know. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. And also become patrons.
Become patrons. We have a lot of fun on Patreon. We can
do.
start doing more like of our what's it
Patron
called?
requested
Patron
videos.
requested videos now that
Yes.
like our lives aren't so crazy. Except I'm out of town 2 weeks from now.
What are you doing in 2 weeks?
Steve-O's was a part of a film festival in Chicago.
Oh, I'm not gonna be mad
We
about
got a
that.
call like that, like the award ceremony's happening for the all year, and they were like, "We'd love it if someone came." And so we're kind of like, "Oh, did we win something?" So I'm going to Chicago June 1st through 3rd.
What days are that?
Saturday through Monday.
Oh, Jesus.
I know. I'm so sorry.
I'll
guys.
just have Janie come in.
Have Janie come.
Yeah.
Y'all can talk about some shit.
We will.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, then we can still do a Thursday video. We can still do that.
Of course we can.
Do a Thursday.
Of course
Yes.
we can.
Did you talk about Madonna having the largest audience ever in Brazil? But no, very cool.
Oh,
for
that's
her.
awesome.
I love that. We are big Madonna people. We're happy.
We gotta get more mats together to beat that record.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it was 1.6 million concert goers. So it'll be a lot of mats.
Okay.
A lot of gay mats.
That's how I feel about the Fall Guy. It was pretty bad. Oh, I heard the Fall Guy was fun.
Oh, I didn't see it, but I heard it was fun too. But Anyone But You is like, I don't know. It's just like from the beginning, the stakes. It's like the whole movie is based on this interaction they have in the first like 15 minutes. I'm like, wait, that wasn't bad enough to make you hate each other for this entire like 2-hour movie.
Okay.
It wasn't. It was like it was like a sitcom misunderstanding that could have been explained away in like 12 minutes. And also, maybe I will talk about this because I have some other things I'm mad about from that movie. I'll talk about it later.
Is it giving you moments? That's how mad that movie made
I just
you?
have to talk. I just have to get it off my chest. And it's just like, how dare you? How dare you? I'll just say, how dare you? That's all I have.
How dare you?
How dare you?
No, seriously, I'd be so uncomfortable if I was Harry Styles and seeing all these books and movies being made about
I
me.
know. Because that's what the Anne Hathaway one was, just a Harry Styles fan fiction that became a script and became a film.
Okay. That's fun. It's so much ado about nothing.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That is what it's supposed to be. But I bet that was good. Or maybe it was of its time. Whatever it is, it's bad now. It's bad now.
Of its time. Shakespeare.
Of its time.
Who knows her?
Flop. Shakespeare's such a fucking flop. And it's time we say it.
It's time we say it. Okay.
time we say it.
Guys, Shakespeare was a fucking fraud.
Fucking flop.
Ryan Beatty patron request, please.
We don't have one coming up. So if you want a request, become a patron, $25. I agree with Paul with all these rom-com things. Thank you, Lauren. I am sorry if I'm sounding like a hater, but it's just true. And I got off a plane, and I'm going to be honest.
Hey, talk about that. The movie sucks. You can't do a sloppy miscommunication.
Hello?
Sloppy miscommunication. That's the thing. That's like why like so many directors, like big time directors like Spielberg and like Scorsese are just like, we can't make like contemporary. It's like hard for us to make contemporary films now because like so much drama is caused from miscommunication and like where you don't want to be bothered with having to try to figure it out. When is Babylon? Babylon's in a couple weeks, I think. Babylon is maybe like 6 weeks.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's coming.
He's happy. I'm not. He's happy. I'm
no, next
not.
we're doing Shauna.
Shauna, yes.
Shauna, who I don't know anything about her. I'm sure she's nice.
We love 10 Things I Hate About You. Also Shakespeare, yes.
There's a lot of things that are Shakespeare.
Not saying Shakespeare is a flop to my classical acting BFA having ass out there. Sorry, Jake, you heard me.
Sorry. So sorry about that. Listen, I have a BFA as well.
I do too.
In acting. You didn't talk about Shakespeare in your fucking
recorded
music.
We talked about the Beatles every fucking second. That's what we talked about.
Can we do Chaperone on SNL?
Ooh.
What can we do to get Chaperone on SNL? I think she's going to be on this. I think it was announced.
Chaperone, no. Sabrina Carpenter.
No, I think I saw one of those little index cards.
Someone that was stock dirt. I think that was like a dream.
Guys, this is why social media needs to go away. There is just too much false information.
Discord. Like I feel like Austin made that.
Oh, really? Too much false information out
ain't.
there. I would pay to watch Babylon with y'all. Oh.
I mean, yes. If there's a way that we could watch it together, that would
the thing is, like, I know I will not be watching it with Matt Palmer, but if I was watching with Matt Palmer, I would put his phone in the microwave and blow it up so he could not look at it. I would hold his face to the screen.
As soon as there was some elephant shit.
It's just 2 seconds. It's just 2 seconds. Then you have to just watch everything, every edit. It's brilliant. I think she's going to announce Reputation TV. Oh, okay, Patrick.
Patrick. We were against you getting muted and now we're pro, babe. Harry is coming at the end of the year. Sorry, since Jimmy left the Discord, Babylon is canceled. Ooh.
No, absolutely not.
Canceled. Grace said it. If Grace
Jimmy's
says it,
spirit lives on.
May he rest.
God,
I know.
God, I will never understand people not liking it.
I mean,
I knew that is all I will be saying over and over and over again.
But do you think I will like it?
I think you'll be like, I get why you enjoy this.
Okay.
I think you will sit there and be like, there were like sequences or what do we call them, set pieces that were really well done, and I get the excitement about it. I think you are not going to be as horrified as I think you're really anticipating. Like,
I am.
True insanity.
I'm thinking
it's true. Like, once you get past like the first 5 minutes or so, and then there's like a little moment like near the end ish.
Okay.
But when it's coming, just go like that.
Yes.
And you're fine.
Guys, just last time we're going to say this. We're not listening to Billie Eilish's album during this live stream. We will be doing it tomorrow at 6:30 on Twitch, and the reaction will come out on Patreon right after that. So if you want to hear it right then, if you're so chomping at the bit, join the Patreon. You'll be the first to know when it's out.
What else will we be doing it on Twitch, too?
Yeah. But join the Patreon.
So you can watch the edited version.
And you can rewatch it.
As
soon as possible.
Tell us that our opinions are trash. If they're trash, I don't know.
No.
Have you all seen Bridgerton? I think the show is ready for Allie. No. I haven't seen Bridgerton.
I don't do period pieces, even if it's like kind of new and with like orchestral versions of Halo or whatever. It's like, I don't care. But it does have Jonathan Bailey in it, who we know I'm in love with. Did you see he did a half marathon today? He looked great.
Oh, that's congratulations.
I know, congrats.
Oh, that's why he looks great, because he runs and I
know,
don't.
I don't run either.
Ooh, no.
Oh, LOL, you're both called Matt. It's true.
We are called Matt.
It's true. What is Matt's? Oh, yeah, that's us. We're
That's
both
us.
the Matts. The new episode of Hacks. Ugh, every episode of Hacks.
I mean, I guess you're going to talk about it?
I am.
Okay.
Oh,
Wonder if our friends going to be here.
that's
to listen to
true.
it. Our buddy. We're friends.
Hi,
We're friends with the cast of Hacks.
I mean, again, friends is strong. We have met her, and she follows us, and we follow her.
Yeah, and I'm sure if we bumped into her, she'd be like, "Oh,
Absolutely.
hi," and we'd hug.
Absolutely.
It was a lovely moment.
LMAO, the harmonized no at Bridgerton. I mean, it's just not for us. But I hope everyone's
It could be for me. I'm sure, like, if I were to watch
but, like,
it,
television
I would enjoy
isn't
it.
for you.
No.
So I mean,
and like the thing is, like, I can enjoy television, but like I can't. I don't have the time.
yeah, you can't commit to television.
And bitch, Big Brother is starting.
Oh Lord, I'm dreading it
It's
because I know
starting.
every week you're fucking giving me moments is gonna be. Oh, Sally said to Johnny that he was gonna put him up on the block.
Oh my God, I had the most fun dream last night, actually, that I was in the Big Brother house.
Yes.
And I was there with a bunch of musical theater fans, and we all started singing NYC from Annie.
Okay.
And we were just running around, belting it out, fully staging and everything. And in my head, I was just like, we're not allowed to sing because of the live feeds. Whatever. We don't give a fuck. The audience is probably going nuts, having so much fun. And then right when the star to be is supposed to make her entrance in NYC, Andrea McCardle burst through the Big Brother doors and started singing the star to be role. And I was just like, oh, the feedsters are going nuts right now.
This is only a dream that literally only you could have.
Thank you.
I feel like this is the most Matt Steele dream that's ever been had. So congratulations on that.
I have great dreams.
You have good dreams. All right, should we do part 2?
I guess.
Let's do it.
Ooh. Okay.
We're back.
We're back, I guess.
Yes.
We hit record.
We
so
did.
We're here. Yeah, we were having a lot of fun with the people on the live chat, and we were like, we should start recording again.
We should.
But first, we're going to have, would people call this fun, the commercial?
I think it's fun.
Do it in a fun way.
No.
Okay.
Guys, thank you so much for listening or watching the podcast. It means a lot to us. Make sure if you are listening or watching on Spotify or Apple Podcasts that you leave us a 5-star rating or review. We do only accept 5 stars. If you have anything less, keep it to yourself. Write yourself an email about it. It would just mean so much to us because the algorithms in both of those apps rely on great feedback, which, you know, we'd like to get good feedback because we give good vibes out a lot of the time. Sometimes we're haters, but a lot of times we're good vibes.
You're about to be a hater in a little bit.
I am, because I have things to say. I just have opinions, right?
It's coming.
But if you love us, make sure also go to patreon.com/2gaymats where you can get extra bonus content from us very regularly. We are going to react to the Billie Eilish album in the coming day or two. And the initial reaction is going to be live streamed on Twitch. But if you miss the live stream, it's going to be up on the Patreon right afterwards. You don't have to wait until we edit it in a few days. So we'd love to have you there. And we love that you're listening now. Thank you for being patrons or friends or listeners. We love you all.
We love you all. Thank you so much
Yes.
for being here. And now we are on to Email My Heart. This is the section of the podcast where we answer any questions that you guys might have. You can be a part of Email My Heart if you email us at 2gaymats@gmail.com. 2 is spelled TWO. And girls and gals and guys and gays and all the days out there, we got our yearly Dylan Eurovision email.
Thank you,
I know you were
Dylan.
all waiting for it. Every year, Dylan emails us, and it's just like, I know you guys don't care about Eurovision, but I do. And so here are my tops. I want you to know. I want to know how you feel about
Which
them.
I appreciate. I love that we have a Eurovision correspondent, in Dylan. And I hope it's a yearly tradition that I hope never ends.
Dylan, Eurovision correspondent.
Yes.
We appreciate.
Yes.
So I'm just, I haven't pulled this email up. Let me pull it up. So Dylan asked us, hey, Mats. And the second I saw the subject line is Email My Heart, the dreaded yearly Eurovision message. And I was just like, oh man, I'm going to have to click.
dreaded.
I'm going to have to watch five YouTube videos, but they're all going to be great. Hey, Mats, it's Dylan, and I am back like the plague once again as the self-appointed unofficial Eurovision correspondent for the 2 Gay Mats.
Official.
To bring you what I believe are the top 5 Eurovision performances of the year. Now, Eurovision wrapped up on the 11th of this month, but baby, the Euro train keeps on running. So here are the top 5 Eurovision songs performances of 2024 for you to give your thoughts on. And I think these are Dylan's top 5, not like the official top 5.
Got it.
But
Okay.
you know what? In our hearts, Dylan is the only person who can speak on Eurovision, so they are the official top 5. So number 5 for Dylan was Greece. This is just a great pop banger, and the artist had such charisma and energy. Nothing else to say but slay. 4, Croatia. This is a hardcore rock song with some folky Croatian vibes. Do I completely understand it? No. Do I still love it? Yes.
All right.
Norway, number 3. My pick for most underrated, this as it came in last in the final this year. Just a cool mix of folk, lullaby, and metal, as Matt Palmer might say, justice for Gate. The song is called Gate.
I mean, last is not fair.
And that's rough, but
That's tough.
And number 2, from Ireland, this song is crazy in the best way possible and such a fresh change for Ireland, which normally sends just boring songs that don't make it to the final. Amazing non-binary artist that oozes charisma. Number 1, the winner in Dylan's heart and in the official Eurovision world, The Code, by an artist named Nemo from Switzerland. This year's winner and my personal favorite, just an amazing mix of genres that tell you another non-binary artist's story. Truly the right song won in my opinion. Thank you for your time, and even if neither of you watch Eurovision, just glad to be a part of this community, and much love to you from Dylan. Dylan, we love you back.
We really do.
And I loved these songs. I watched all 5 of them. Really liked all of them. I will say my favorite was Croatia.
Oh,
Croatia.
right.
It was a real rock sort of metal-y banger. I thought the hook was really, really fun. I thought the performances were really fun. I also liked Norway quite a bit. I think that was my second favorite out of the 5. And the winner, I'm not going to begrudge. It's a very good song.
Love that.
Good melody in the chorus that I was singing in the shower yesterday because I remembered it right away.
There you go.
So yeah, but Croatia, I think out of the 5 I've seen would be my winner. I know I'm not the official spokesperson of Eurovision like Dylan, but I will say that Croatia gets my crown. All right. But congratulations to everyone involved in Eurovision. It's very hard to be a part of that. And
where would Switzerland have landed on your list out of those 5?
Of those 5? Maybe 3rd.
All right.
Yeah, but I liked them all.
Yeah.
I liked them all, I have to say. So, and I mean, just it's amazing to watch Eurovision, the stuff that goes into all of the performances, how creative they get. And sometimes you're just what is this? What is it? Aren't they dizzy? Aren't they blind from all the lights that just pop up there? It looks exhausting to perform because it's exhausting to watch sometimes. But I mean, sometimes you get some real bangers on there, and Croatia had that banger for me.
The only song that I have heard from Eurovision was the Years and Years track, because I follow Ali Alexander on Instagram, and they have a song called Dizzy, I believe, in the finals of Eurovision or whatever. And I think it was nice. I was I wasn't surprised that it wasn't the winning song, because I was oh, there are better Years and Years songs. But I thought it was nice and fun, and Ali is doing his solo thing now, and so I want only good things for him, absolutely. So I love that he was a part of it, but can't wait to hear what else is up Ali's sleeve in the future.
Sure. I mean, Ali's great. Is it normal for such a sort of high profile person to be in Eurovision? I mean, the thing is all these other artists might be super high profile in their countries as well. But it's just that Ali is a name I've heard before.
I mean, people are saying that ABBA won Eurovision back in their day, and that Celine Dion was in Eurovision at some point for some reason. So
was this before they were huge, or
I don't know. I don't know. So I feel maybe there are some big artists.
Where's the Eurovision correspondent?
They're not here, baby. It's neither one of us.
Dylan's in the live chat.
He is. It's true.
He'll probably tell us in 5 minutes. He'll catch up. But you know what? We can't talk about that now.
We can't.
Yeah. So we did not get any other emails this week.
Great.
But you know what? It was Eurovision, so everyone was busy with that.
Understood.
So yeah.
Matt Steele.
Yes.
I have questions for you.
Oh yes.
What has been giving you moments this week, darling?
So, as you all know, I have a hard time being awake on planes because I'm bored, and I would rather just sleep. But I can't sleep when it's 6 o'clock at night and I'm not tired. So, what did I do? I watched some movies on the plane, and I finally got to watch a movie that has been in the ether amongst the homosexuals for so long, and they always talk about, and I've never ever seen, and it's sort of the breakout role of an actress that we both love a lot, and that movie is called Muriel's Wedding, starring Toni Collette.
I love Muriel's Wedding.
Wait, I didn't know you've seen Muriel's Wedding.
Muriel's Wedding with Jackson. We watched it. It's so fucking good.
Okay, guys, for those of you who don't know, it's a movie that came out in 1994. It stars a young Toni Collette who was 21 when she filmed it, an Australian goofy ass comedy, and this movie is just a blessing to me. It is my style, what I love it, because it starts off and you're just oh, this is so campy. These characters are just sort of have this vague John Wooders ridiculousness to them, not drag queens, but there is such a camp to them, and, and they're but the thing is even though the characters are a little broad and ridiculous, they're still each specifically so interesting. It's about this girl named Muriel who's a fucking mess, and her family is a mess, but the father is this rich politician and the whole family is just constantly getting into trouble. The kids are deadbeats. It starts off with Muriel, like she's at a wedding and she gets like arrested at the wedding because she stole the dress that she's wearing from the mall. And the dad, his thing is like he always, even though his family's like deadbeats and everything, he always bails them out. And he's like, y'all are a bunch of fucking deadbeats, but he still just like lets them get away with everything. He spoils them rotten and everything, while also like insulting them horribly, saying that they'll never amount to anything. And so it's like, those are such interesting, specific like characters for like such a broad comedy.
Right.
But the character of Muriel, she's just this young girl who's so disastrous and ridiculous, but also just so relatable and like just pathetic and so lovely. Like she is, but she's just so lovely because it's like we've all been there. And her goal in life is just to have a wedding. She just desperately wants to be a bride, and you feel that from Toni Collette so much. But she's a mess, and so and even like her friends don't even like her. Like in the beginning, her friends totally like are just like they go on vacation and they're just like, Muriel, like fuck you, like we're here to tell you that like we don't want to hang out with you anymore because like you listen to music from the 70s and it is the 90s. And so she escapes her home because she gets into trouble again and she doesn't want to deal with it, so she like moves to Sydney with a friend, and she like has this whole life, and she spends her days going to different bridal shops trying on all these different wedding dresses. Like she's a compulsive liar, and she's just like, oh, my wedding is this day, but oh my god, my sister can't make it, so can I take a picture in this dress? And you know, the bridal shops are just like, just this once we'll let you take a Polaroid of you in this dress so your sister can see it because she can't see you on your big day. And so she creates this giant scrapbook of herself in all these dresses, like that's just her wedding scrapbook, and it's so sad but so just like we've all been there, maybe not there specifically. And then like as the story keeps going, like this tragic thing happens, and it's just like there's so much depth given to these characters. Like it goes from like really campy and really like absurdist and fun and goofy and everything to then it's just like, oh wait, but these are real human beings with like these real problems that you feel so much for them. And it's just so wonderfully done. Toni Collette is such a rock star. Like she like has such an amazing way of being so like hilarious and absurd, and like her physical comedy is so good. I'm thinking of the scene where she's trying to have sex with this guy and she's on a beanbag chair and he goes to unzip her pants, but he accidentally unzips the beanbag chair and all the balls fly everywhere. It's just, and she's like squealing because she's so excited because she's thinking like, ooh, my boy, I might get married. Like, and like she is just so fantastic. Like I don't know what it is about her. She's just so exciting and interesting to watch in every single thing she does. And it's understandable why this movie made her such a star. It's such a great character. It's such a great character that's so unique and interesting. And I just had such a wonderful time watching it on the plane next to that baby.
Next to that baby.
Next to that quiet little baby.
I love that.
I know. So I loved Muriel's Wedding.
I need to rewatch it.
Was it You're Giving Me Moments once?
It might have been.
Oh my God.
I've definitely watched it in the past, I don't know, 2-3 years. And it was just, I just love Toni Collette, and everything she does is a tour de force, truly. And, you know, I'm in the middle of my rewatching of The United States of Tara, another great Toni Collette performance. But she's just, she can act her fucking.
And it's just such so wild because she was 21. Like she was a baby, like giving these amazing performances.
Billie Eilish age.
Yes, and like and then it reminds you, it's just like, oh, she was like 25 in The Sixth Sense, like playing this
so crazy
mother that was so believable.
Yes.
Like she's so phenomenal in that movie. It's like, how can you like believably play like a mother with like this life that you are living like at that young age? And she's so great. I can't say enough great things about her.
I love it.
So Matt Palmer, what has been giving you moments this week?
So I have a few things I need to discuss today. Firstly, I just need to tell anyone who is not caught up with Hacks, even if you haven't watched, like you could jump in season 3 and have a great time. It is, again, one of those shows that gets better every season. I am now all caught up. I have watched all 6 of the episodes so far, and each one, like it almost feels like, it's obviously more serialized than this, but it almost feels like it harkens back to the days of sitcoms where it's like this episode is telling one singular story. Like, yes, there's an overarching theme, but here we are going to be in Palm Springs on the golf course, and this is her trying to get this job that she doesn't know if she's going to get, and trying to suck up to the head of the parent company that she is auditioning for, essentially. And it just is so brilliant. There's a whole episode that happens in the woods when she and Ava are on go for a hike and basically get stuck and lost in the woods, and it's all about aging and how if she were to wear a boot, or if she were to like have her arm in a sling, she would look old and decrepit and not hireable for these jobs. And if Ava were to get hurt, it would be a whole different thing. It's just like every single episode is better than the last and always has something to say. It's specifically within the episode and obviously within the serialized version of the season. I can't recommend it enough. It is, everyone's firing at all cylinders. And again, the show just keeps getting better, and I'm just happy that there are shows like that, because so many shows start with a bang and end with a whimper, and this is not one of them.
And the show is now featuring our now friend Rose
That's
Abdu.
true, Rose
who
Abdu.
We were in Love It or Leave It with her.
Yes.
We got to be with her on the podcast.
And she was so nice.
And she was wonderful. She was so much fun.
And she's so great on the show. Whenever she pops up, I'm just like, there's Rose.
There's our buddy.
There's our buddy Rose.
Yeah.
And also, I half watched many movies over the past week. I half watched on the plane back here, Jerry Maguire. I'm not finished. I would like to finish it, even though I never finished that movie about Baltimore. What's that?
Hairspray.
Hairspray.
The
Yes.
musical version of Hairspray.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I would like to finish that, but I'm there's more left for me to watch in Jerry Maguire. I'm about halfway through. I'm invested. I didn't realize that Jerry O'Connell was in it, and so seeing like a young Jerry O'Connell as like, oh, he's the football player that like is gonna get the first draft pick or whatever. I'm like, oh wow, he was so young then before he's like an adult now and doing Mariah Carey videos and on the host of like The Chew or whatever.
And Cuba Gooding Jr. won an Oscar for his performance.
He is brilliant in this movie. Tom Cruise, as much as he's like a mess in his personal life, it's like I get the charisma. I understand the love there that people have for him. And then also Renee Zellweger is just
we love Renee.
Incredibly winning.
And you are not going to be a homosexual who's not going to mention Bonnie Hunt.
Bonnie Hunt, which I didn't even realize until you told me that it was Bonnie Hunt.
We love Bonnie. I love Bonnie Hunt.
She did a great job.
She's so fucking great.
And she did a great job. And there's just so many people that you see throughout the film that's like, oh, I know them. And I'm like, oh, Jay Moore is in this movie. Who knew? It's just all these people who have so much name recognition. Didn't realize they were in this movie. But so far, so good. I'm really loving it. I'm invested. It's a movie about a sports agent. Like, how am I invested?
Who knew?
But they made it work.
Yeah.
I half watched because I fell asleep during the Anne Hathaway film, The Idea of You, which was based off of a book that was a Harry Styles fan fiction. But Anne Hathaway does an incredible job. Our Nicholas Galitzine, I believe his name is, from Red, White, Royal Blue, is the like Harry Styles-esque love interest. And they just like, even though, again, I slept through some of it, they have a very real feeling relationship. The stakes felt very real. And the way that it ended was satisfying, but also left the door a little cracked open for a possible sequel. I could see that happening. I hate to be a hater, but I just have to tell you that speaking of movies that I fell asleep during and are available to stream, Anyone But You is fucking awful. And I think it's wild that it was like the resurgence of the rom-com in theaters. Like, I'm glad. I love a rom-com, so I'm glad that maybe more will get made. But my God, I am very much attracted to Glenn Powell, but it's like there was such a lack of chemistry between the two of them. The writing was so clunky and awkward. It was like going for zany and then going for like grounded real life interactions, and I'm just like, basically the whole setup is like these two people end up hating each other, and you see them when they first meet, and at the first like scene and a half, I was like, I believe this, I buy it, I'm on board. But then they have this date that essentially ends with like a misunderstanding. Like, they really liked each other, but she, like, after sleeping over, snuck out of his house. And she then like called her friend and was like, I snuck out before he woke up. And it's like, oh, why did I do that? I shouldn't do that. I should go back. She goes back to the house. He, being embarrassed that she snuck out, was talking to a friend and was like, oh, no, I don't really care about her so much. She didn't mean anything to me. But she overhears him say that. Then she leaves.
What would she expect him to say?
That's literally the inciting incident. So they meet in a club and they're just like, oh, hey, this fucking loser. Oh, have you snuck out any rooms before? Have you like talked shit about someone lately? And this is supposed to last us the entire movie of like these two people hate each other so much.
Girl, don't pretend like you didn't do anything wrong.
It's just like, sure, she snuck out. She made a mistake. She came back. Which is like, this is such a clear misunderstanding that could have been like, oh, let's talk it out and it's over. But no, we are going to ruin this wedding between our two two friends are like my sister and your friend, and like I'm gonna like, oh, we set this thing on fire because we're just so mad at each other. But like now everyone's getting annoyed with us for being mad at each other, so we're gonna pretend to be in love to like try to win. It just is like people. It feels like all of these different rom-com tropes were just thrown into a bucket and people just pulled them out of the hat and like scribbled them onto a piece of paper. It was dreadful, I must say. But the one thing that made me the most angry, and I understand leading men don't like stay leading men for their entire career. As they age, we've got to put them into, adult roles, and like everyone's gonna be someone different. The way they disrespect my husband, Dermot Mulroney. Like, I watch Family Stone every year.
Yeah.
I love Friends. I think of Dermot Mulroney in a certain way, and they were making a mockery of this man. I understand he's supposed to be like the goofy father of Sydney Sweeney, whatever. I get that, like, he's going to be doing comedy. It's a choice he made. He read the character on paper, but they're like, what a goofy fucking idiot this guy is, and what a dope. And it's like, no, he's a dream man, and you guys are treating him so poorly just because he has some gray in his hair. Why did you write him this way? Why did he take this part? I'm offended. This man's a dreamboat. How dare we disrespect him with this film?
I mean, if he wanted to play a goofy dumb role, then
I didn't want that for him. I should have been his manager, his agent, and be like, don't do this.
You will never play dumb.
You will never play dumb.
You will always play smart and hot.
I'm just like,
the thing is, he's goofy and dumb and hot. That's fine. I find like goofy dumb guys hot.
It wasn't that. They were making a mockery of him. They were making a mockery of him, and I didn't appreciate it. Are they making
a mockery of him, Dermot Mulroney?
I felt yes. If you're asking me that question, the answer is yes.
I think you're a little too attached to Dermot Mulroney.
Sorry.
Okay.
Here I am. Okay, this is me. That's what they said in fucking that Hugh Jackman movie that was bad, the musical, The Greatest Showman. This is me.
I did not know you cared about him so much that you didn't even want him to like stretch himself as an actor.
Watch the movie.
Okay.
All right. Watch the movie and you'll see what I mean. It was disrespectful.
Okay. I mean, I have not seen the movie. Yes. I know it was a very, very big hit. I'm glad that like it's bringing rom-coms back.
Yes.
Maybe.
I want to see it. I love a good rom-com, but this ain't it.
You do love a good rom-com?
I really do. Yeah. I'm open to a great rom-com, and this
see The Fall Guy. I hear The Fall Guy is really fun.
I've heard it's cute. I heard it's good.
I heard it's really fun.
Great.
And a lot of people are mad because it's being released on video on demand like right away. And people were like, no, the whole thing with, what's it called? Could have been you. What's
Anyone But You.
Anyone But You. They're like, no, Anyone But You. Like it opened to like whatever. And then like word of mouth really is what got it like people seeing it and everything.
Right.
So the same thing could happen with The Fall Guy, you know, but.
You say that and I hear you. I can't wait to stream it. I know I'm part of the problem, but I'm going to stream it.
You could have seen it on IMAX. It could have been another IMAX experience.
It could have been, but can anything match Challengers? You know what I mean? Like, that's the IMAX experience for me.
You're going to have to see another movie in IMAX eventually.
Yeah, when Beyonce's visuals come out in IMAX, I will go.
All right, cool. You're not going to see Furiosa?
No.
Come on.
I don't care about Mad Max.
I see. Here's the thing. When Mad Max Fury Road came out, I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to care about this. It's a big, giant action guy movie, blah, 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 blah. Bitch. Bitch, that was a fucking thrilling ride. And it's just like, okay, did I understand much of what was happening? No, but that's not the point. I was having a fucking great, that is cinema right there. So I will be seated for Furiosa.
Okay.
So,
well, I can't wait to hear
about
how it is.
Cinema can surprise you.
I was surprised by Anyone But You.
Okay.
Surprised and horrified.
Okay, well.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the people?
That we love you. Thank you so much for bearing with us through our dark ages.
Those were not dark ages.
It was inconsistent.
It was not inconsistent. We had a podcast every single week.
Not inconsistent quality-wise.
No.
But inconsistent with content, like in terms of like putting stuff out.
I'm not apologizing for that.
I'm just saying.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
I want the people to know that we still love them. We're not going anywhere.
We have put a podcast out every single week.
But not like not a YouTube.
Who cares?
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Cares? Who cares? Guys, we love you so much. Thank you so much for watching and or listening. And we will talk with you next week on Two Gay Men, the podcast.
Bye. Yes, saw Problemista. It was great.
Oh, I
loved
do
it.
want to see that.
Oh, it's so good. It was my giving me moments a couple weeks ago.
It was. That I would see.
Someone asked me a question up before we went back.
Okay.
Like during the right before the break ended. I don't remember what the question was.
Oh, well, maybe ask it again.
What was I don't remember. It was someone with a green circle. That's all I remember. But it was a question I wanted to answer.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised Matt Palmer doesn't want to.
Oh, I'd see Wicked in IMAX.
Yeah, you would do that. Come on.
I would do it.
Oh, I would do it in Dolby.
Okay. Well, I think we're gonna have to make a video about it, so we should probably watch it together. Right, so I'll go and do it in Dolby.
Should. We'll do it in both.
Any cans predictions before leaving?
I don't. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. See what wins.
I saw that Selena
palm.
Gomez got a long-standing ovation.
Yeah.
Love
Everyone
that
gets,
for her.
I mean, everyone gets a standing ovation. Everyone.
I'm happy for her.
Yes, of course. She's the fact that she's a part of it is
Yes.
wonderful. I think
She's
Selena
a
Gomez is a
part
really
of
good
that.
actress. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah. So I'm excited for everyone there. They all worked very hard on their movies, especially Francis Ford Coppola just hurled a bunch of money at the screen. He just
That's so
went,
funny.
here is a bunch of money. Enjoy or don't enjoy. I don't give a fuck because I made the movie I wanted to make. So good for him.
Hey,
I was asking about 2 gay minutes and Big Brother was a question. Yeah, we will still do like 2 gay minutes when we have 2 gay minutes to talk about.
Right. But sometimes we just have give me moments.
Sometimes we just have moments. Yeah. I feel like all my 2 gay minutes will be Big Brother related.
They will.
Great show, Matt's post Dark Ages. Thank you, Tangerine. It was wonderful meeting you.
It was so great meeting you.
Yeah.
We were also complaining about anyone but you in the chat during the podcast. LMAO. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not
funny.
alone. Like, truly. Like, I don't like shit on something if I think it's okay. It's awful. It's awful.
Well, what you gonna do? Demi Moore Renaissance.
Is she in something in Cannes?
I don't know.
Oh.
Is she? Coppola will never make a movie better than The Outsiders. He's retired. I mean, The Outsiders is great.
I don't know that I've seen The Outsiders.
It's very good.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, I think it's the front runner for best musical at the Tonys this year.
Oh.
There's a musical adaptation of it that
Do musical people
is
have,
very good.
Do musical theater folks out there and yourself have any feelings about everything being an adaptation on Broadway? I feel like I see so many like this adaptation's coming to Broadway.
If it's good, it's good.
Okay.
And here's the thing, like musicals like back, years and decades ago, they were adapted from books. Like if it's good, it's good. Like, then I'm happy.
All right.
Like if it's well done, then I'm happy. I'm not one that's just like, oh, do we need this adaptation of Legally Blonde? It's like, yeah, we actually did.
no, that's
We actually did need that.
that's yeah.
Megalopolis has me fascinated, and I feel like I got to see it, whether it's great or awful. I mean, yeah. Stay gold, Pony Boy. Yeah.
What is that?
It's Outsiders reference.
Oh.
I haven't seen that movie in a while. Yeah. It's like a guy movie that I'm like, you know what?
I was gonna say
like
it
this.
feels kind of boys.
No, it is very boys, but
Yeah.
like it's boys in the sense that like, Goonies is boys and like Sandlot, which are 2 of like the greatest movies
I've
ever.
seen none of those movies.
You've never seen the Goonies?
No.
Bitch.
I always mix up the Goonies with who are the little like
Little Rascals?
No, the like kind of alien, the kind of small alien like dragon people. There was a movie about them. Gremlins.
Gremlins.
I mix up Goonies and
babe,
Gremlins.
that's a different
And
thing.
like it's always those are the same in my head.
True West Side Story is based on Romeo and Juliet. Everything, it's fine if things are adapted as long as they're good. I worked on the new Celine Song movie, and it was a dream. The makeup girl who did the makeup for the thing I directed, she did the makeup for Past Lives.
Oh my god!
I know, and I was talking to her all about it.
Did she have a great time on set?
Yeah, she said it was
God.
wonderful. And I was like, how many days did you shoot? And she was like, I think like a little over a month. And I was like, man, you had that many days to shoot that movie. And like, we did Devos in 14 days. It's like, man, I would love to have a whole
Imagine.
month to shoot. I did see a clip of Michelle, Destiny's Child, and Death Becomes Her. She's killing it.
Oh, good for her.
Y'all, I saw Hell's Kitchen. The Alicia Keys musical is incredible. I can't see the word. The something was not amazing, but the vocalists and dancers were fantastic. What was not amazing?
I don't
know. The plot was not. Well, what are you gonna do? Yeah, I'm not the most excited about the glut of just adaptations this season, only because I feel like the marketing is very this movie you love, but a musical. I mean, I feel like what a lot of movie to musical adaptations have become over the years. The marketing for that, Gremlins, Dragon People, yeah,
The show. Look, these are how I get to the things.
they're
okay?
aliens. They're not dragons. I think actually no, they morph into a dragon type thing.
Perfect.
I don't think they breathe fire, but like close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, he knew what I meant when I said the show about Baltimore. I must say.
Yeah, it's just funny that like literally right at the end, after the big climactic number, you were like, time to.
Well, what time is he playing? What was I gonna do? Sit on the plane?
Oh my God, Palmer, you've never seen Goonies. It's a tragic child. Goonies is just so perfect.
Is that the one that Jerry O'Connell is in? Speaking of Jerry.
Oh no, that's Stand By Me. That's another boy movie
okay.
that's flawless.
Okay.
Sometimes boy movies can go off.
All right.
I can't stop thinking about Palmer.
It is about Baltimore.
It is about Baltimore.
Good morning, Baltimore.
The whole movie's not about Baltimore. Like Baltimore is just the setting. And it's
Sure.
very much like a love letter to the setting, but like it's not like it's all about ball. Like there is a plot.
Sure, but it's like how Sex in the City, it's about something, but it's about New York.
Sure.
Yeah, like that's the fifth girl, New York City.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
They have a whole song about it.
they have a whole song about it.
Yeah.
But I would not say that like Hairspray is about Baltimore. Like we're not talking about like Baltimore politics or like
Two of us are different.
you know. Oh my God, Stand By Me, the best Stephen King adaptation, I think. I mean, it's great. It's so good. You can't stand the Goonies, Lauren.
Oh, look at this. Opinions.
The best thing about the Goonies is like there are some like plot points that like don't really make sense. But like when you're a little kid and you're watching it, you fill in those blanks. And you're like,
great.
oh, this is
This
happening
makes
for this
all
reason. I guarantee if I watched it as an adult, I'd be like, what? I also, my version of Goonies that I've always seen was recorded off of TV. It was recorded off of the Disney Channel. It was a VHS I would pop in of a recording that I did and not like the official VHS.
Right.
And when it was on the Disney Channel, they would cut the like PG-13 stuff. So like there were a couple little moments that were cut out, but they would, to fill in time, they would add in deleted scenes.
Oh.
Like there's a scene at a convenience store. There's a scene with an octopus. And so there are like where an octopus attacks them. And to me, those are like a part of the movie. And so like and so the first time I saw Goonies when I was like a teenager, that wasn't that a real version and it didn't have the fucking octopus. I was like, where's the fucking octopus? I don't understand. So like my version of Goonies that's in my head is a little different from the real version actually. I only know the director's cut. I want the Heathers or Legally Blonde musicals to be adapted to film just because the musical is better than the OG film. At least Heathers because we have the MTV.
I haven't seen Heathers the movie, but I love that fucking musical.
When I was a little kid and I was watching, I would say, please turn this off. What is this? Goonies is great. How dare you?
Lauren, I love it.
Kids these days have no idea what Matt Steele's talking about.
recording
on VHS.
I did that.
Does
Matt have a letterbox? No, Matt Steele doesn't. I certainly don't, but are we all together? No. Well, we're together right now, but we're not.
We're
romantic.
physically together.
You're physically together. Look at the white heart in the print. It's a little funny.
You couldn't even make it
a little funny.
You can't even make it like a because now I'm thinking like, oh, my complexion's gray.
You-
Because that heart's gray.
Well, you know, you're a paler person.
I'm a pink. Why couldn't I be the pink
Could be
heart?
the pink heart. The color looks pretty good.
I was outside today, and so I got a little sun, which
Got a
like
little tan.
I was like, I put on sunscreen. What happened? But you know, please don't tell me my complexion's gray.
I don't. No one said his complexion's gray. You kind of jumped there.
I'm just saying. Patrick is the one who's putting the hearts out there. There's a comment on
funny.
me.
Guys, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I need to eat.
If it wasn't for the Goonies, we wouldn't have everything everywhere all at once the way it is. What do you mean the way
How
it
did
is?
they?
We wouldn't have everything everywhere. Please explain.
How did that
Tori.
tie in? Yeah, I was gonna sign up.
Please
but
explain.
I'm now interested.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna have to wait for your shower. Thank you, Patrick.
Yes,
he made me the
little
little
pink-
heart,
Oh my
which I
God.
love. There's this little itty bitty pink heart.
I don't know, girl. I don't know.
I have this
girl.
art on my wall that's like these like 4 dots, and 2 of them are pink, 2 of them are like teal.
Yeah.
And like it's like a big one, slightly smaller, and smallest. And whenever I'm talking to Travis, I'm always like, my dream is to just be the little pink heart on top and have a guy who's just the big teal heart at the bottom. So whenever I talk about like a guy, like I always point to myself. I always point to the pink heart.
Truly insane.
I recorded Survivor on VCR every Wednesday because my mom forced me to go to church during the finale one year. An emergency weather broadcast interrupted. Oh, that's always devastating.
No.
That was always devastating. All right, the booty soup.
Mute Patrick.
Tori, tell us about the connection between
I know,
Goonies
that's
and
why we're
Everything
still
Everywhere
here.
at Once. That's why we're wondering, even though he doesn't. You can.
I'm a little curious how it ties in. I loved Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, I watched that with my mom when she was in town.
Did she like it?
Yeah. I explained to her, I was like, let me explain everything that's going to happen in this movie. I
love that.
So you can like wrap your head around it. Like, this is
Yes.
what the multiverse theory is, blah, blah, blah. And she's watching it, and every 5 minutes she's like, I don't understand anything that's happening. But I'm like, no, you do. You genuinely do. Because she would like ask like about it. I'm like, you're following.
Yeah.
But the thing with Everything Everywhere All at Once is like you're so scared for most of the movie that you're not getting it, but you realize that at the end you are.
By the end, you are. Yeah.
Because it has
oh right.
Ki Hoi Kwang.
Yes.
From Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Got it.
And the directors loved him in Goonies. I mean, he's an icon in the Goonies. He's such a little baby.
Guess I gotta watch that.
You gotta watch it. He's great.
Guys, We love you.
We love you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being back, for joining
And
us.
we'll be back, I guess, tomorrow. Listening to Billie Eilish.
Twitch.tv/2GayMats.
Yes. We'll see you there.
Billie Eilish.
Bye.
Bye. 6:30?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6:30.